した。今日はこの会話がどれぐらい聞き取れるかチャレンジしましょう。OK、じゃあ早速始めましょう。皆さんこんにちは。Welcome back to my channel。今日は前話した時は多分1年前ぐらいかな。1年前に会話動画を一緒に撮ったのが初めて話した時だったから約1年ぐらい経ちました。
Hi, hi, hello, hello, hi, 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 how are you doing? Oh god, I don't have chat on, there we go, you're welcome. Okay. Hey guys, let me just adjust myself, I apologize. Welcome, welcome, welcome one, welcome all to the stream. Music sounds a little bit different today. I'm choosing a bit new stuff, you know. Hi Mephi, hi Maddie, how are you guys doing this fine week? Hi Rixie, what the hell are you doing here? You must have some free time. Welcome, welcome. Alright, first of all, end is nigh. Scan your face. No photo leaves your device. All your facial fingerprints. Ooh, very fun. I saw scary stuff on the Reddit today and thought of you. What? Maddie, please elaborate. Why did you think of me when you saw scary stuff on the Reddit? Am I that scary? I'm not scary, am I? I'm not scary. You guys know this. I'm not scary at all. It was medical? Oh, okay. That makes sense. Yeah, I'm the first person you to think of when it comes to medicine. Please don't think of me when it comes to medicine. Thank you very much. I am not the first person to think of. Go to your doctor, please. Thank you. I'm kidding, guys. But also, I am a bit crazy today because I just completed some crazy ass shit. So don't mind me. I'm gonna be going a little insane. But today is an insane topic day, so it's perfect. It's perfect for this entire thing. Trust me, we are in the time of facial recognition, guys. What the fuck is this ad? Patient got an infection in his pee-pee after his circumcision. Oh, God. Oh, I have a story for you guys. Speaking of pee-pee, I have a story for you guys. And first of all, no, it's not related to anything in particular. I had a patient, right? Past medical history, attending growth phimosis. I'm like, no, not ICU, normal floors. Apparently, there was a complication during this patient's surgery like a few years back, and they couldn't get a catheter in, so they filleted. Okay, they opened up his pee-pee like a fillet, a fish fillet, and put the catheter in from the suprapubic area. I'm like, what the fuck? And then this dude didn't even get the surgery done because by that time he was under anesthesia for so long that they couldn't get the catheter in for the surgery. So he was under anesthesia for so long and the surgeon's just like, yeah, fuck this. So this dude woke up with no surgery, like no procedure done, and a fucking cat is pee-pee filleted. My fucking doctor told me this today. I was like, bro, what the hell? Did they at least keep the catheter? I guess. I don't know. It was 2 years ago. I recently learned that diabetes pee can rot your pee-pee because of the sugar content. Yeah, I can. Listen, Rixie, anything with sugar, right? Anything with sugar that's not supposed to be where sugar is gonna grow an organism. That organism is going to start eating away at you. Just FYI. Anything that's still is a nidus. A nidus is a place where you can get infected, and an infection is no bueno, so don't do that. What was unique about the anatomy? I don't fucking know. The person I was talking just told me about the filleting, and that's it. Oh, man. Yeah, but I saw a ton of shit today. I saw a ton. Not today. I mean, today was busy, but I saw a ton of shit over the past few days. I'm gonna ask an attending. Oh, man. Please don't mention it was from me. Please don't mention that I said this. This is not something that you should be mentioning that I said. Thank you very much. Anyways, so hope you guys are doing well, other than the fact I just told you about the PP getting filleted. But yeah, so what we're gonna be talking about today is some fun shit. Really, really fun shit. I usually say generic med school friend. Oh yeah, that really narrows it down. That really narrows it down, buddy. There's only me and some other people. I don't know who the fuck else is in med school in our community. I have no fucking clue. But I have 3 friends in med school. Yeah, I'm one of them. You gotta figure out which friend would say the most out-of-pocket shit, which would probably be me, because I'm the only one that talks about shit like this. I don't think any other fucking VTuber talks about this random-ass cases where someone's pee-pee got filleted. I'm sorry, I just really doubt that. I feel like I'm the only one, but I could be proven wrong. Please prove me wrong. I want to be proven wrong so badly. Okay, anyways, I'm kind of detracting from the main topic of the stream. I apologize, guys. Well, honestly, I shouldn't be apologizing. My fucking stream. Fuck you guys. Are you gonna talk about how the fuck? Are you gonna talk about how the site that exposed Persona stuff is set up like a 2015 aesthetic Tumblr blog? I'm looking for a Discord alternative that's banned here. It requires VPN, but Discord makes me want to ditch it. Eventually, Spectral. Oh yeah, Spectral is meant to. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Hold on. Let me switch to my working stream. 1 second. I need to fix my inputs. Boom, and then yes. There we go. Okay, so okay, I don't have my webcam up. Oh yeah, I should also show the Game Boy later, but that's not pertinent to today, so we don't worry about that right now. The Game Boy's working well though. I've been modifying it on off stream. It's pretty good. And if you guys saw my Twitter, where's my Twitter? I'm also gonna be talking about some Nintendo shit later, so this is why the Game Boy's kind of relevant. Also, this is my Twitter for those of you who are new. Best place ever. By the way, very good. Should follow. Yeah. This is my Game Boy. Oh, my flip. Oh, don't look at that. So I made a Game Boy. It's pretty good. I made it in the last stream, and it was really fun, and I enjoyed it. But yeah. So today, we're gonna be talking about some fun shit. What the fuck is this? Dude, wait, what? What? Why was this book? I clicked this by accident? What the fuck? What? Okay, I think I might have clicked something by accident. Ignore that. Discord age verification. Okay, so if you guys don't know, hold on. Discord. Here we go. So, oh, fuck off. So Discord made this tweet here that said Discord will soon be expanding teen safety precautions worldwide, including teen by default settings and age assurance designed to create safer experiences for teens. We're also launching recruitment for Discord's first teen council, creating a space for teen voices to help shape our safety and well-being. Applications are now open for US teens ages 13 to 17. Okay, there's a lot of things to unpack in this post. First, I want to ask you guys in chat, what do you guys think about when you see this post? Like, what's the first thing that comes to your mind? While you guys think about that, I'm just gonna open up my iPad here because I want to draw out some timelines. That's not what I want to look at. That's my work. Acid. Wait, you're tripping balls, Maddie? Oh, hell yeah. Good shit, good shit. All right. No, but for real, I want to know what you guys are thinking. I want to see what's going on in those creaky cogs of yours, you know? All right. Let's see. All right, so let me set my iPad. If it can be a setup. Shooting in the foot, yeah, that's one thing. That's one thing for sure. I agree. 100%. 100p. Shooting yourself in the foot is a pretty popular tactic used by companies nowadays, if you guys don't know. It's a very, very interesting tactic, but it's a tactic that's used nevertheless. Stark reminder, I'm forced to share the internet with teenagers. Oh yeah, Rixie, you hate kids, right? Perfect! Okay. Boop. And here. Perfect. Okay, now that the iPad's up. Beautiful. So, let's just write down the timeline as to what's been happening, because age verification is a brand new thing that's been spawning in so many aspects of the internet. Now, previously, age verification used to be for official stuff. For example, banks, taxes, government forms, etc. Right? So this was like, you know, what's always been for. You send the ID in and you know, get approved and stuff. Then it was for, and then also like employment as well. I should probably put that down as well. So background checks often require your ID. Then we get to 2025. And this is about August 2025, where a little country called the United Kingdom decided to open up the can of worms. They basically said that online isn't safe for 16-year-olds. They use 16 a lot when it came to this. 16-year-olds, 13-year-olds, and they, as the government, the beneficiary of all, have to do something, right? You have to do something to make it safe for these populations. And what they did is they basically introduced ID verification as a method of verifying whether or not are you a teen or are you an adult. Because again, teenagers are stupid and they get access to the internet, they become even more stupid. You can see the brain rot of today's generation. Or sorry, the next generation. Democracy's coffee is for dictatorship country. I was trying to feel about it. I don't know. And again, I just want to do a quick disclaimer. I'm not commenting on the political state of any country whatsoever. I'm just commenting on the stuff that happened and the chronological history. That's it. Your politics are your business. They're not mine. I don't care. Do you know Python? Yes, I do know Python. I am very well made in it. In fact, a lot of my software is made in it nowadays. But yes. So nevertheless, we go into ID verification. So this was enforced for any, you know, social media or sharing site in the UK itself. This also extended to countries like Australia, right? So Australia also has this law where if you're under 16, you can't use social media or shit like that. And then now we've opened up the can of worms because right now we see that ID verification is this hot new thing, right? So it's this big new thing. Everybody wants to ID verify now. This opens up the gateway to data. This is a huge data set. If you guys don't know, your ID contains your picture, right? Actually, it's just usually your face and neck. So like a little me. And then it contains your name, your date of birth, height, weight, eye color, anything like provisions for driving, and also like a license number. So it contains all of these identified details. And this is just in the United States, by the way. This isn't even outside of the US. So outside the US could include even more vulnerable information that's present on an ID. And this is very, very, very valuable to people who want to collect data. Like, this is like invaluable because it literally just shows who you are without any reason, basically. So this led to corporations making the excuse of not maintaining region-free software. And I'm putting that in quotes because, again, everything on the web is technically region-free, but it's quote-unquote region-free software. And they're basically saying age verify for safety reasons. When in reality, it might just be connecting back here. Now, that's the main theory, and I'm going to show you that theory actually has been proven true, maybe, in a few sets of tweets. But you can see here that, you know, the guy, I talked about this back in August. This is the reason why I'm making the timeline, because I talked about every single step so far. The thing with age verification is that a lot of things that are being pushed with age verification are also being pushed as like protecting age groups or protecting certain classes of people. And while that's a good thing, it's also like, why do we need to hurt everyone else at the same time? You know what I'm saying? Like, I think a lot of you guys will think or agree about that stuff, but that's what I think personally. And let me just show you what I mean, right? It's like the main thing that people are asking are if you have to do all of this for the kids, where are the parents, right? Like, when it comes to online safety, I think parents are probably the first line of defense when it comes to that stuff. We have tools like parental control, so why aren't the parents there to protect the kids from all of the online threats? Why do all of the platforms have to step in and do it while the parents are off lollygagging or something, you know? I mean, it could be a hybrid situation as well, right? The parents working with the platforms or something like that with some parental control. But in the end, I want to know what you guys think as well. I'm just rambling what I think here. It's like, you know, the parents are just like a big question mark in this entire situation. While looking at this from a top-down view, okay, it makes sense. You know, teens are unsafe online. Every teenager is stupid. I was stupid. You were stupid. Everybody's stupid. But then, at least my parents and people at school, teachers, etc., educated me as to like how to be safe online. I mean, that's just general knowledge. That's why people have adults. Yeah, adults are role models, right? I want to become an adult. Now when I'm an adult, I actually like being an adult, but some people just regret it. But yeah, that's why people have adults, right? Like, you gotta learn from people older than you. Like, I know everyone in here is older than me, so you gotta learn from people older than you. But it's in Discord's case, it doesn't make any sense. First of all, let's look at this thing right here, okay? So, in Discord's case, what they basically pushed is what they have in the UK, right? So number one, age grouping. They determine if you're in teen or adult. If you're an adult, you get access to adult stuff. Now, this could be as simple as a simple NSFW channel, right? That has stupid, funny memes in there that aren't really that NSFW. Or it could be like actual, you know, adult stuff, which, you know, I don't know much about. But I'm sure a lot of people do, if you want to tell me about it. Protection is a very nice excuse. If you protest against it, it's easy to paint you as an evildoer as you don't want to protect kids. Yeah, exactly, right? Like, I mean, I just want some internet privacy. I don't know, that's not a bad thing to ask. And to be completely transparent, I have provided my ID in some places, right? I needed it for like developer verification, especially for certain platforms that I provide apps to you guys for. So they asked for ID. That's actually before the entire age verification thing started. But that's an entirely different thing. I don't understand why it's the case, honestly. It's like a full verify thing. Don't ask me. But I have given my ID to things, but they're like more official things, not like to access my funny Discord server channels, you know? But yeah, so first they're gonna age group you. And then the second is that if grouping doesn't work, right? So if it doesn't work, then we use your ID or face scan. This is actually what YouTube has as well. If you want to start putting stuff like links and things like that into YouTube, you have to provide an ID or you have to provide like a facial scan just to show that type of stuff. I'm doomed so many channels. Yeah, I know, right? I mean, the thing is, even if a server has like edgy content, it might be marked as NSFW. That's the thing. Like, the server owner marks the channel as not safe for work. If you're doing that, like, I don't know. I mean, I feel like this is something that should be re-looked at. I got no fucking idea. But yeah, so if the grouping is not correct, so if you're not placed in the teen or adult group and it can't verify your age, then you do an ID scan. And the third part is weird, right? The third part is really weird because it says that they're making a teen safety council. So teen council. I'm gonna write this down, sorry. And you guys aren't seeing it, obviously. But this teen council is really interesting because it's made of teens from the United States, specifically ages 13 to 17. I want to ask, will these teens get paid? I don't think you can even get paid, like, legally. I'm not sure. Like, will they get paid for this? Or is it just like a volunteer, oh my god, I'm a teen safety council member, I'm helping Discord now? Like, what? Depends on the state. Oh, okay, that makes sense. But yeah, like, I mean, I'm an adult, so I wouldn't be doing this shit if I didn't get paid or get some sort of compensation in some way, shape, or form. But like, why? Why would you do this? I don't get it. It makes no sense. It's giving teenage Minecraft. Yes, the Discord mod simulator. Let's fucking go, guys. Hey, Spectre, how you doing? What are they even supposed to do? They just said teen safety council, so enforce teen safety. I don't fucking know. They literally did not elaborate on this at all. Actually, maybe they did. Hold on. I might be just stupid. Let's see. Teen Oh, teen council. Okay, hold on. Here we go, here we go. Okay, here we go. Found it. Okay, so safety features work best when they are informed by the people they are meant to support. That's why we're excited to announce we're launching Discord's first teen council. Wow, so cool, so exciting. Oh my god. With recruitment opening to teens, blah, blah, blah. Okay. This teen council will bring real teen perspectives directly into safety, well-being, experience discussions, helping shape futures and platform updates. It's an important step ensuring Discord continues to reflect what teens actually want, need, and enjoy, not just what adults think they'll need. Okay, it's kind of an oxymoron, and I'm gonna show you guys exactly why. Ah, yes. Not what adults think they need. Not what adults think they need. Sure, of course. God fucking damn it. This is like the biggest oxymoron. This is a paradox. We're in a time paradox, guys, where you can simultaneously be a teen and get all the adult shit, but also be a teen and get enforced to shit. So it's like, what the fuck do you even mean? And then go fill out the application. Okay, so to answer Mephi's question, I still don't know what the teen council is supposed to be doing. Okay. Usually after 14 or 15, kids were cleared to work part-time in most states. Oh, okay, it's good to know. I don't know. I didn't work a job. I was busy studying in high school. Spectral, because I was a teenage Minecraft mod as a teen. On Minecraft, I had to de-escalate and talk to people older than me to get them to chill out. Bro, like, yeah, I feel that. I have a Discord mod in some places, you know, but like not much anymore because like, you know, I fucking get medical school. I don't have time to fucking moderate servers like a dumbass. But like, you know, it wasn't like Discord like, oh my god, I have all the power. I'm like a Reddit mod. I'm gonna ban everybody. No, it's more so like, you know what? People, I want to just, you know, yap at people, you know, have some pull in the decisions, schedule fun stuff. That was me as Discord bot. That was my entire thing. But yeah, anyways. The teens are gonna be like, give us a system that's even easier to bypass and free Robux. I only moderate Psykin's server because it's low stakes. Yeah, I mean, he's fucking busy. We're all fucking busy. Once you get to third year, you'll be fucking busy as much as I am. You weren't here for the pee-pee filleting thing, so I'll tell you that later. But nevertheless. But yeah, so this teen council thing, I have no fucking idea what it's for. But getting back to the bigger issue, the what? Yes, the pee-pee filleting I talked about in the beginning of stream. Yes, someone's pee-pee got filleted. I told them it just outed it. It was, oh no. Oh, I'm such an idiot. Oh no. No. How will I ever recover, guys? How will I ever recover? Now I'll be known as the pee-pee fillet guy. Okay, but let's look at the rest of this article because I'm sure Mephi specifically is really interested in this article. Let's see this shit. Let's see this shit. Let's see this shit, guys. Alright. Yeah, boy. Alright. Clarification on our approach to age assurance. Discord is not requiring everyone to complete a face scanner to upload an ID. See, I do my research. I said age grouping first. How do they get your age grouping though? They literally look at your messages. They literally just look at your messages and see if you're a teen or an adult. So for most people, this won't even happen, right? The ID stuff won't even happen because they already, if you are like a really existing account, and you're probably already going to be verified as adult based on what you do on Discord. That's basically what they're going to do here. But yeah, so they're not requiring everyone to complete a face scan. The vast majority of people can do blah, blah, blah. Okay, they need to be an adult to access age-restricted experiences. For the majority of adult users will be able to confirm your age group using information we already have. Okay, everybody. I know exactly how to get into the adult age group on Discord, okay? Before the changes go live, you start spamming the ever-loving fuck out of hentai gifs in all of your servers, and you'll become an adult age group. Trust me, bro, it works. Don't do that, actually. You're gonna make people very mad. Me, age unverified, 10 years old account. Uh-oh, that's not good. I think I'm verified as an adult, honestly, at this point. The amount of fucking swear words and shit that I use in the fucking servers is insane. I think AI models will probably think of me as an adult pretty easily. Nevertheless. Also, any like picture of yourself you ever sent in Discord is probably stored in Discord. Just keeping that in mind. When additional confirmation is required, we offer multiple privacy-focused, we'll get to that later, options through trusted partners. Facial scans never leave your device. Discord and our vendor partners never receive it. IDs are used to get your age only and then deleted. We'll talk about that later. Discord only receives your age. Your identity is never associated with your account. Okay, let's just scroll down. I'm just gonna scroll through this because it's the same shit I just talked about. Oh, here we go. How does the age inference model work? And this leads into the entire AI aspect. Ah, shit, we got an ad break soon. Fuck, I should probably stop talking once the ad break starts, but I'm gonna keep yapping. So, they use an ML model, which is probably a simple classifier LLM, to predict whether a user falls into a particular age group based on patterns of user behavior, aka all of your messages, and several other signals. Did you clip the PP guy? Oh, for fuck's sake. We only use these signals to assign users an age group when our confidence level is high. When it isn't, users must go through a standard age assurance flow. Sorry, Mephi, your confidence level isn't high. You might be a stinky teenager from Gen Alpha. I'm sorry. That's not happening. We do not use your message content. Okay, okay. Then what the fuck do you use then, bro? What are you using in this age estimation model? Please tell me. Hey, how do you determine whether someone's an adult without seeing exactly what they sent? Can someone please just answer this for me? I'm so confused. I would love to see Discord push this mod up. We got ad break. Okay, I'll tell this here, but I would love to see if Discord just opened up and showed like, hey, here's how our model works. Because I would love to know that, because they're saying like, hey, you know, we don't use your message content, but you literally sound like you fucking do, right? Account creation date? No, there's no way it's that. No. Because people could create their accounts earlier, like when they were 13, they got like a 7-year-old, 14, 15, 16, 17. They got like a 6, 7-year-old account. Haha, 6, 7, shut up. At this point, and it's like, okay, sure, that works. So I don't know. I mean, account creation date might be good. Maybe if you get subscribed to Nitro. I got no fucking idea, honestly. But yeah, let me wait for the ad break to finish because Switch is a bum. 6, 7, you're obviously Kika, don't test me. I was inquiring a resident Gen Alpha artist. What the fuck is 6, 7? And she didn't even know. So it's like, I don't fucking know. Oop, wrong toggle. I don't know what this shit is. But yeah, I'm gonna wait for this shit to finish, this ad break, because everybody hates it and people really want to see like, oh yeah, what's going on? Also, if you're not in the ad break, just send a message saying, I'm not in ads. Because like, I hate them and they suck and Twitch is dumb. But I have to use it because it's where all of you all are and you guys are awesome. You're not in ads? Fuck yeah. Good shit. What the fuck is an ad? I am the ad. Okay, ad break's over. Beautiful. Okay, so how do safety filters work? Okay, that's kind of... I'm gonna scroll down through this. It's obvious. Okay. Oh. Yes. My timeline's true. My timeline is true, guys. Okay, I'm gonna read this to you. At the end of last year, we launched Age Assurance and Teen by Default experiences in the UK and Australia. In the UK, these updates helped us meet new regulatory requirements for online services. In Australia, it meets the minimum social media age requirements. We saw this moment as an opportunity to further demonstrate our ongoing commitment to teen safety. Yo, did I fucking predict this shit or what? Did I predict this shit or... Dude, it's all coming true. It's all coming together, guys. It's all coming together. This is exactly what I fucking predicted, and it is crazy. How the fuck did I predict this? I'm pretty sure most of you guys probably predicted it when this stuff started happening, but yeah. Oh my god. King Price actually Kasich. I am the future. Anyways. A flexible privacy forward approach. Man. A privacy forward approach is not sending your fucking ID to Discord. I'm sorry. Listen, this is a very biased stream. I'm annoyed as fuck about this. Like, why are you saying it's private when you're asking for people's government identification? I don't get it. What the fuck is privacy? Right? Define privacy for me, Discord, because it's definitely not that. I trust no one. And you should, right? How to make mass stupid decisions. Write them as positive opportunity, extra benefit for user, and then shoot themselves in the foot with baffling implementation. Yeah, pretty much. Like, that's fucking obvious at this point. Ay. Sorry. I'm just... Oh boy. I'm getting a bit pissed off. It's all good. Alright, so we got T privacy protection. I said on-device processing, quick deletion, straightforward age assurance, private status. My college leaked my disability accommodation several years after I graduated. What the fuck? That's fucked up. What? They leaked your accommodation. And where? How? What? What the fuck? That's weird. Okay. I need a corporate translator, bitch. I should make like a corporate translator LLM and just gonna translate the corpo speak into. Actually, you know what? Can I use ChatGPT to translate a sentence into? I'm gonna try it. Hold on. Where is it? Okay, so I'm gonna copy this paragraph. I'm gonna put it into ChatGPT, and I'm gonna see what it says. It's a corpo model, but we're gonna see if the corpo model can undo the corpo speak. I'm gonna open up ChatGPT on a separate window and make it a private chat. There we go. And then demystify this corporate speak and make it understandable in the most neutral way possible. Actually, not in the most neutral way. To the everyday person. Alright, I'm gonna let it generate. Meanwhile, I'm gonna keep scrolling. Okay, that's it. Alright, so that's the Discord thing. And then Discord, they made a clarity thing. Okay, here we go. And then I'm just gonna ask one follow-up question, ChatGPT. Okay, so once that's done... Okay, perfect. So I'm gonna let ChatGPT generate that, but we'll see what it says in a second. Well, I need to age verify, so they're just gonna answering a bunch of questions, right? Okay, now that we've gone through this, what do you guys think? Like, I know you guys have been chatting this in the chat, but what do you guys think about this entire thing so far? I want to know your opinion before I move on to the thing that we're going to talk about next, which is even more spicy. No. One word, perfect. Okay. Let me just show you guys what my ChatGPT says. Okay. So here's my GPT chat. So I did the statement, you know, the reducing friction between the model, yada, yada, yada. There's no perfect way to check how old someone is online, and we're not trying to pretend there is. Instead of forcing everyone to upload ID, we're building a set of different tools. What it actually means. It looks at things like your activity patterns, signals tied to your account, how you interact on the platform. The system is confident, yada, yada, yada. Okay. Alright, so what's the privacy goal? That's what I asked next. They are analyzing your behavior more deeply. To infer your age, they have to analyze patterns like what servers you join, what content you interact with, when and how often you're active. I don't know how the fuck that changes things. Possibly language patterns or writing style. Okay, according to Discord, they don't look at our message chat messages. Account metadata, so account age, like Maddie previously said. Even if they say they prioritize privacy, this still means your behavior is being processed to make personal predictions. That's more analysis than simply checking a birth date field. At least the AI is more honest than the fucking company, right? The AI is way more honest. It's profiling. Wow, okay. They're just going straight for it. Straight for the throat, god damn. It's profiling, even if they don't call it that. Age inference is essentially behavioral profiling. You don't fully know what signals they use. The trade-off they're making, the real risk isn't being wrong. It's not misclassification. It's behavioral monitoring becoming normalized. Yada, yada, yada. Alright. Well, watch how you behave and make educated guesses about you instead. Dude, like, that... I don't know. That's weird, bro. That's so weird. You'll know more. You'll know more about us than the AI toilet. Yeah, they probably will. I love the AI toilet. It's the best. I don't know if Rixie saw the AI toilet. She does tech streams too. I don't know if Rixie saw the AI poop in an analyzer. That was funny. I for one welcome our new invasive overlords. Yeah, me too. Yeah, let's go. Invasive AI. The number one. I did? Okay, good. Bro, we all literally had a data breach. Okay, I'm gonna go into data breach in a second. Okay, hold on. We're getting through spoilers here. We're getting through spoilers. Okay, we're getting through spoilers. 1 second. I'm gonna show you guys. Okay, so the good part about ID verification is that, you know, you get the age grouping, right? You get the good shit. You get the good age grouping. Yeah, let's go. The bad news is, what if it gets hacked? Again, storing this shit online. Everything online is forever. Especially if you post it on a public platform, right? People who post art on a public platform has that art exposed to everybody. So just keep that in mind. If you post publicly online, or if you upload something to a company online, it's technically theirs forever. All right, so let's just keep that in mind. Okay, that's the first thing I want to go over. The second thing is, since that stuff lasts forever, what if somebody cracks it? And this is a very broad term, right? Very, very broad term. This is not cybersecurity language, obviously. But let's just say someone cracks the database, right? Or somehow figures out how to get all of the IDs or get a data breach. Well, that's what it's really called. And this is where one prominent example comes in, which I've talked about ad nauseum on streams. The T app. If you guys don't know the T app, it was a very shitty app. Basically supposed to be a woman-only gossip app that used ID verification, its own ID verification, by the way, to basically state like, hey, are you actually a woman? And once it verifies that, then you could gossip as much as you want about dudes on the app. It was pretty scummy. I hated the app, and it got just karma, and it got data breached. By the funny part is that they didn't even secure their own app properly. So basically, they had a Firebase DB, and Firebase is just a database, right? So they had a DB that was accessible completely via HTTP. So the hacker could just query a bunch of URLs and just get all of the ID photos of all of the women that signed up to the app. And it was 4chan. It was obviously 4chan that did this. So you could probably see, so basically, these women's IDs, these women's direct messages, these women's names, everything were just completely exposed to the internet. I don't know if it's just desserts, I don't know if it's karma, but like, that's what happened. And this is the problem with having identifying documentation on file. In fact, the T app actually said, we will delete ID after verifying. So they literally said this, and it didn't even happen. Hello, wow. Okay. First time chat. Oh, sounds good. Age verification is a psyop. Sure, yeah. I'm not that much of a conspiracy theorist, but I feel like it's just a way for companies to get more data on you. That's literally what I think. And it's kind of obvious just to how Discord said it. Discord's partner, I was gonna get to that. Yeah. So Discord's partner that verified age also leaked IDs. Okay, Mephi, that's the new one. I'm gonna talk about the old one. There's actually 2 breaches with Discord. So Discord had a security breach where basically their support account had data completely exposed, and basically a bunch of Discord credentials got exposed on the internet. So that was the first data breach, right? The second data breach, which had just happened recently, right after the age verification stuff happened, is much more interesting. And for that, I actually haven't read up much about it, so we're going to read it together. I got a series of tweets bookmarked that I found during work, but other than that, I don't really know too much about the situation. Okay. Where's my stream bookmark? Here we go. So, Discord's age verification, vendor persona, hackers, yada yada. I'm trying to find the first one. Here we go. Oh, wait, what? Where's the post? I bookmarked you. Oh, jeez, I'm gonna scroll. Again, follow VX Underground if you want to see some cool, like, cybersecurity news. He's really good at he, she, they. I don't fucking know who the fuck this person is, but yeah. Here we go. Perfect. So, let's read this from the top down. Be nerds. Look into Persona. Persona is the ID verification system that was used by Discord. Was the important part here. KYC, know your customer service. Used for age verification. Search on the internet. Find weird server. Image 1. OpenAI.watchlistDB with Persona. OpenAI watchlistDB testing with Persona. Look inside. It's supposed to be behind Cloudflare. OpenAI messed up. Real IP shown. Using Google Cloud. Look up cert history. Made in 2023 and 2024. OpenAI and Persona partners. Around the timeline of certs. Find with Persona Gov. Look inside. Okta. So Okta is a security company verification system. Look inside. Website leaking stuff. FedRAMP private background API. Look inside. API JS accidentally exposed. With FinTrack. Private partnership. Async selfie. Look inside. OpenAI Persona send data to US government. Feds map face using financial records. Map face using AI. Map face to iStuff. API stores data. Image. Oh my fucking god. Wait a minute. TLDR, Persona, KYC, and OpenAI are friends. Using your selfie for verification, sending to ICE or US Gov in general, using AI to tie your financial records, see subsequent posts for full write-up, it's long and not mobile friendly. Again, just a disclaimer, I'm not gonna be talking about any political stuff here. I'm just gonna be talking about the fact that the government is somehow getting access to this third party's IDs. That's it, okay? But yeah, so let's look at this. So we got this IP, so that's, I guess, the IP address they found. Google Cloud CDN, yeah. Persona, system use. In the write-up, they say it actually wasn't being sent to ICE. Okay, I'm gonna look at that then. Perfect, that clears things up. This is US government authorization, yada, yada, yada. Okay. I guess it's just to see if there's an ID, bro. I don't know if this is actually being sent to the government. Okay, I'm gonna read the blog post. Let's read the blog post. So this is where it's from. Just open it. Okay. Okay, so it is a Tumblr. That is copyrighted. Fuck off. Okay. Let's see what they posted here. The Persona. Get the fuck out of here. I think it was financial crimes and terrorism. Okay. Yeah, I told you. This is so fucking crazy. Alright, this cat's annoying. How do I remove it? Hold on. Can I remove it? No? Okay, I'm just gonna leave it. Fine. Fuck you. Alright. This is addendum. Let's see. Okay, here we go. So we'll read the addendum later. Let's just read the article. Oh, dear God, this article is long. Okay, we're gonna try and get through this as easily as possible. I apologize in advance for the long-ass article. Unless you want to read the entire thing, I'd be happy to. Oh, there's a pause button here. Beautiful. Oh, the cat's chasing my cursor. I see. Okay. I know they subpoenaed several social media sites to try and get this info. Yeah, there was that news thing as well. How to remove cat and cursor away. Yeah, I realized. Okay, prologue. Following the works of Eva and others, who is this? Oh, it's just a person. And others that ID verification bypasses, we decided to start looking into Persona, yet another KYC service that uses facial recognition, yada yada yada. Alright, I was trying to write a few exploits. VMFunk decided to browse their info on Shodan. It all started with a Shodan search, single IP sitting on Google Cloud in Kansas City. One port, one SSL certificate. Alright, and then there's OpenAI. Okay, so we saw this. It was initially meant to be a recon investigation, turned into a rabbit hole. The infrastructure told its own story, and then we read the source code. Okay, so the target is the IP address. I'm just gonna scroll down until I find something that makes more sense. So this is just getting into the server. Persona is a San Francisco-based identity verification company. So let's just look at it. Okay, let's see. So this is the company, by the way. They are verification people. So yeah, let's keep that in mind. All right. So they run behind Cloudflare. They run a wildcard DNS record that points to Cloudflare. And OpenAI's watchlist service breaks out of this wildcard, probably because it was mainly an internal thing that obviously people wouldn't sniff. Definitely not. Then here's when the service went live. That's okay. OpenAI didn't announce verified organization requirements until mid-2025. Going public, yada, yada, yada. Okay. Okay, so they're just saying OpenAI partnered with Persona. What the API reveals. Okay, here we go. Here's the main stuff. Persona's API documentation is public. When a customer like OpenAI runs a government's ID verification, the API returns with a complete identity dossier. Personal identity, so full legal name, date of birth, nationality, sex and height, address, government documentation, media, metadata. So essentially, when you send your stuff to Persona, it'll just fetch everything from your government. And basically everything about you to that company. Okay. Persona's own case study states that OpenAI screens millions monthly and automatically screens over 99% of the users behind the scenes in seconds. With customizable filters ranging from simple partial name. Okay. So they're basically just doing this in plain sight. So they screen users. For what, though? Do you guys know this? Do you guys know OpenAI screens users like this? I don't know how they do it. When did they do this? Oh, okay. So they do this for more corporate thing. Okay, never mind then. All right, the government platform. So what is the government platform? So we have the DB, parallel deployment. Okay. The login page at persona.gov is an Okta dashboard. The service tenant is the Persona for Gov admin. Okay. Trust Force is behind Cloudflare. And it's a trust. Okay, so it's literally just a trust thing. Okay, sure. The CSP header leak. All right, so it leaked the entire vendor and integration stack. Every domain the government platform is allowed to communicate with OpenAI's API, Fingerprint.js, okay, Microblink for document scanning, that makes sense, Sentry, error tracking, what PII ends up in stack traces? Yeah, that's a good question. Why are we using Sentry in a different server That's weird. Okay. Amplitude and Pendo for product analytics. Why are there product analytics on a government platform? What the fuck? Datadog for user monitoring. Oh, great. And then Money Desktop for financial data widgets. Okay, so first of all, they have government ID verification as their thing. That's the first thing. The second thing is that they're collecting telemetry from people who are using it. Fuck. Okay, sure. The Onyx development. So 12 days before this document was written, a new thing showed up. Okay. So here we go. We got Google Cloud Instance, and it matches ICE's AI surveillance tool, 5cast Onyx. Okay, I'm gonna look this up. Okay, so Rixie said it wasn't ICE specifically, but it was something else, so I'm gonna look at that later. But we're gonna put the ICE thing to the side for now. But I think it's still government spying in some sort. Building digital footprints from biographical data, tracks shift in sentiment and emotion, assigns risk scores, searches across 300 plus platforms and 28 plus billion data points, identifies people with violent tendencies. It's not a surveillance tool, it's a tool that can be used for good or evil. It can be used to oppress people. Okay, so the good news is that these people are writing from a more neutral perspective. Like, I know there's a lot of political unrest, but this is a more neutral perspective, which is really good because they're saying it could be used for good, it could be used for evil. We don't really know. That's not what the article is about, which I'm not trying to talk about here. All right, so the source maps, 53. Okay, this is something else. So they basically got the entire source of this entire thing. Okay. So what they did is they essentially just undid the website source and they reverse engineered it from the mappings because JavaScript is JavaScript. And, you know, when you build something, you're going to have all of these extra mappings to properly map everything out in the right spot. Okay. So SAR filling suspicious activity reports directly to FinCEN. What is this? Okay, so the platform has a full SAR module. So this is a JavaScript module, I'd say. Unless they edited it towards the end, they said ICE wasn't involved. Okay. For failing directly to FinCEN, so Financial Crimes Enforcement Network, US Treasury. Not third-party integration. They literally have a send to FinCEN button. Huh. What the fuck? So you're telling me that I'll let you find it later because I'm mobile. Yeah, you're good. So what you're telling me is that they have an inbuilt thing to send flags to the government, basically, which basically states like, hey, this person has gone to these places and should be marked as flagged. What the fuck? What? This is insane. And please correct me if I'm wrong with this stuff, okay? Just, I don't want to be making up false information, but this is what I'm gathering as I'm reading this article. Okay, so now they're... Oh my god, okay, yeah, yep, I think I'm right. The only data government have on me is being stupid. The only data government having on me is Monami, this little goober you see on the screen. They probably have more. Alongside US FinCEN, the platform files suspicious transaction reports, with FinTrack, so Financial Transaction and Reports Analysis Center of Canada. Wait, what? What? Canada? Wait a minute, I thought that was the US. Oh, nah, there's another one, bro. Okay, so Canada's in this too. All right, the STR form schema maps 1-to-1 on FinTrack's reporting format. Suspicion type code, money laundering, terrorist financing, money laundering and money laundering, terrorist financing, money laundering and terrorist financing, sanctions evasion, money laundering and sanctions evasion, terrorist financing and sanctions evasion, money laundering, terrorist financing and sanctions evasion. Brother, you who the fuck programmed this? Did they really just make a fucking factorial of 1 times 2 times 3? Or sorry, did you really just put 3 factorial as a type code? Can't they just have combined multiple codes into like a fucking set or something? What the fuck is this programming, bro? They do 1 for money laundering only, terrorist financing only, and then 3 is just both of them, and then 7 is all 3. What the fuck? Who vibe? Can someone please explain who vibe code this shit, bro? That's amazing. Anyways. Okay, it had to get worse. There's this. Oh god. Oh god, it gets worse. It gets worse. No. These are real FinTrack public private partnership intelligence programs, the form that reps filers tag their STR, the government surveillance, or finance surveillance, is related to specific intelligence operations by name, and they're hard-coded in the draw. Oh, no. This reminds me of, like, you know, the 24 hours since, like, 0 days since classified documents got leaked on Warhammer forums. Do you guys know that meme? This is what this reminds me of right here. Just like seeing this shit being exposed in plain text by some random ass company. These fucking idiots, bro. Holy shit. What the fuck, dude? What the hell? Oh, it gets even better. No. Fuck. It gets even better. Oh, God. Okay. Face lists. Biometric databases with 3-year retention. This platform maintains 13 types of tracking lists. List government ID number, IP address, name, phone number, email address, geolocation, browser fingerprint, device fingerprint, faces, countries, selfie backgrounds. What, am I gonna take a cups? Yes, Rixie, your cup size is there. That's why it's increased. That's why it's an enhanced list. List face, list selfie background, list cup size. What the fuck, dude? Why is the selfie background? I want to know, why is the selfie background important? What, am I taking a photo in the middle of the Arab desert? They're gonna start striking me down and visiting my home? What the fuck? Face and selfie background are enhanced list types. They require a biometric badge component. The faceless creation dialog from add list model. Max faceless items expire after years 3. Oh god, it'll be erased at a max of 3 years. Oh boy. So basically, I guess this company holds your shit for a maximum of 3 years. That's great. That is great. I'm very happy that that's a thing. From async selfie.tsx, dashboard operators can add selfies to faceless directly from verification results. Great. What about the OpenAI integration? Oh wow, we were just looking at Persona and the government itself. We weren't even looking at OpenAI. Oh god. Oh god. All right. So you can find where selfie was made by background if it was right. Yeah, that's what I was memeing about, by the way. That's what I meant. Okay, so Persona builds it. Oh no! Oh no! Read this. The API to OpenAI CSV entry exists because Persona built an AI Copilot feature for dashboard operators. They really put Microsoft Copilot into the government ID verification system, wouldn't it? Hi, Saiken. Oh, Monami's starting. Would you like to do my Python lab for me? I did not expect I would need to learn how to code in this class. First of all, Saiken, you're fucking attending. Why are you taking classes? And second of all, sure, we can do a collab. I don't care. That's fine with me. But yeah, let's look at this. Persona's a agile company of Palantir. Oh, God. It just gets worse. It just gets worse. We'll talk about the Palantir stuff in a bit. I saw that. I'm taking an executive MBA. Ah, okay. So that's why you use Python, because you're taking biostats. Okay, yeah, sure. I'm not that good at Python for stats, though. Also, you're asking me to cheat for you? You're asking someone, like, much younger than you to cheat for you, bro? I'm reporting to school. I'm reporting to school. Yeah, you're getting reported now. Sorry, it's not my rules. Cheating in university is crazy. I'm kidding. Okay. Bro, I don't have time to learn Python. You better learn it, buddy. I learned it. I'm in school. I'm just memeing. It's fine. Okay. OpenAI. Okay. I'll make you an offer, okay? I help you learn Python if you put my name on a research paper and you give me a letter of recommendation. How's that sound? That sounds good, right? Oh, sorry. You give Monami Starling a letter of recommendation. Yeah, perfect. Ad break. Oh, fuck me. Sorry, we got an ad starting and I can't snooze it. Anyways, I'm gonna keep going over this OpenAI event. So, okay, this is useless. Just outputting. OpenAI is listed as external productivity integration. Same categories as Slack and Zendesk as a chat assistant. So they added Microsoft Copilot into a fucking ID verification system. You can't make this shit up. This code doesn't show PII flowing to OpenAI. And then you want to give your MPreg VTuber bot a letter of yeah, of course. What? What do you mean MPreg? What? Fuck off! No! Don't summon Nemu, guys. She's gonna fucking do shit, man. I don't trust her. Anyways. Crypto address scanning, credit, identity data, synthetic identity fraud. Okay, so these are all just other vendors that they persona links with. Got it. All right, we got an ad starting soon, so I'm just gonna look at these chats. Sorry, guys. I'm taking a break because I know everybody wants to see these articles. All right, let me read this. There's this dude in my server right now who's doing that brain rot GPT thing to pass USMLE type exam. Oh, god damn it. He's trying to publish that to some kind of ML archive. Oh, he's trying to publish it to ArcSiv? Interesting, okay. Okay, so he was accepting med students to come on board and check his work, verify the model he's offering publication. Okay, that's cool. Maybe I'll look into it. That sounds fun. I mean, I'm using open evidence right now. I mean, pretty much everybody and their mother is using open evidence right now in the hospital. I talked about this in my last stream, but yeah, they either use that or not. Boy, I love it. I think yeah, you're using it too. When they said doctors wouldn't hydrate, oh, thanks, Mephi. Yeah, I don't have a water bottle near me. I'm gonna grab one in a sec. But yeah, open evidence is great. I use it too. My attendings in residence, though, they use it as well. So it's a trade secret. OE and AI hospital course are the two best things to come out since I graduated. Yeah, it's the best thing because I can write notes and actually write a proper plan with open evidence because I'm dumb as shit. If I don't know it already, I'm just gonna use OE. Psychic knows about the PP too. Oh, great. Very fun. Yeah, the PP fillet. Very fun. You know what? The ad break's going. I'll talk to you about the PP fillet. So there was this patient that I was seeing and... Well, not me. I mean, I was rounding with. And basically, we were looking at his medical history and they wrote... like, what was it? Yeah, they wrote phimosis in the chart as like the billing and I'm like... Okay, and he's like, what the fuck would I write this shit for? And he's like, I remember why. And basically, this dude was gonna go for a procedure. I'm not gonna say what. He's gonna go for a procedure in the OR, couldn't get a catheter in, and the catheter would not go in. So what they did is they went suprapubic, they filleted this dude's pee-pee open, went in, got the catheter, and the next thing you know, he was under anesthesia for too long. They canceled the procedure. So this dude wakes up post-op, not having the procedure done, and the PP is full. Oh, the ad break's finished. Perfect. AI hospital course on Epic is crazy. It scrubs all the shitstorm of unformatted primary care. Helps you generate a decent patient history. That's good. I just look at the H&P note. And call it a day. But I'm not attending yet. It's okay. It's okay. You do your job. I'll do mine. All good. I'm seeing enough patients as is. I'm okay. I'd imagine you're getting second clip with... Oh my god. You guys are gonna fucking clip that, aren't you? Okay, whatever. Anyways, let me get a quick I probably should have done this during the ad break. I'm gonna get a water bottle real quick. You guys can talk about the pee-pee fillet while I'm gone. Oh wow, my throat was actually dry. Holy shit. That felt so good when I drank that. God damn. Alright. Fuck me. Well, I need more water. I just want to know what makes patient difficult to cat. There could be plenty of things. I don't know specifically what, because I didn't look at that history, but there could be plenty of things. I'm sorry, Psychic. If you want to DM me, I can tell you about some crazy ass patients I've seen. I'd be down. I'm sure you've seen crazier than I have, because now I know how the fuck hospitalists work, and again, I praise hospitalists. You guys are amazing, and you guys know so much shit. Crazy ass. No. Get your head out of your ass. I'm talking in Gen Z speak. I'm sorry, you're old. I forgot about that. Okay. Page colorectal, I'm not doing that. Oh no. Oh no. GI's gonna say fuck you. Anyways, let's continue with the AI stuff. We didn't see Palantir, Clearview, or NEC, no surveillance vendors at all. I think, whatever that person is. Yeah, said that Palantir is actually linked to Persona, so that's great. However, there's no way to prove that they actually don't have access to all that data anyway. Well, I guess they do. Watch list screening, sanctions, PEP, adverse media. Oh no, it gets worse. I feel like the more I dig into this article, the worse it gets, guys. It just keeps going. It just keeps going. Why does it keep going? Can it just like stop going, please? All right, let's see. So sanctions, warnings, fitness priority. The fuck? Matching. Okay. I guess they were evaluating where the matches are in the ID database. That's interesting. Adverse media screening is crazy, though. Adverse media screening is crazy. Yo, wait a minute. Okay, so there's watch lists as well. That's amazing to hear. I love that, guys. Don't you love that? Watch lists of stuff you do on the internet. Fun. I want to know. I mean, I think my chat is biased, obviously, but do you guys agree with, like, watch lists to an extent? Not, like, to the extent that we're seeing right now, but do you agree with them to an extent? Or do you think there should be none and everybody should be just their own person? What do you guys think? What's your thoughts? Anyways. Depends on what the list is for. Fair enough. Yeah. Alright, PEP facial recognition. Comparing your... They should watch me, and I don't support a watch list if they're keeping tabs on me. That's what a watch list is for. A criminal on the loose watch list or people of interest. Lurk, there's no lurk. Man, I'm sorry, I'm lazy. They should watch me and only me. I'll take it all. Damn, you're just a fucking attention narcissist. That's crazy. Histrionic personality disorder, Rixie. I'm sorry to tell you. Lev won't tell you, but I will tell you because she's nice and I'm an ass. So you upload a selfie to use a chatbot. Congratulations! Selfie compared against the database of every politician, head of state, and their extended family tree. I'm gonna upload a fucking selfie of Kim Jong-un and I'd be compared to that. Yes, this person resembles the deputy finance minister of Moldova. Oh, bro. You know that YouTuber that became like the prime minister of Cyprus or something? Imagine if he tries to sign up with Discord and he gets fucking flagged by this shit because he's the prime minister of Cyprus, but he can't run his YouTuber Discord server. That's kind of fucking stupid, actually. So funny. Oh my god. All right, so it's basically checking if your face matches a political figure. Good to know. Crypto address surveillance. Okay, this is useless. Okay, the full verification pipeline. All right, here we go. So this is basically everything that I just spoke about combined. So we check the selfie ID, selfie account, selfie liveness. I guess how human the selfie looks. Selfie public figure, selfie suspicious entity, selfie experimental model, selfie experimental ML models on your face. Okay, sure. Selfie repeat detection. Selfie similar background detection, age comparison, age inconsistency detection. Oh, sorry, you look too young? Well, fuck you, bye-bye. Selfie face covering, wearing a mask flagged, glasses noted, same pose as last time. You're fucking giving the peace sign when you're giving a selfie to your ID. Check. Oh my fucking god. This is so funny, holy shit. Alright, the architecture. Okay, so this is using OpenAI, but let's just say we're using Discord in this case, because these are the people that they were verifying against. So they verify your identity, they run the government ID scan, safe selfie capture, liveness detection, public figure facial machine, device fingerprint browser network. They get the your identity, they check all your sanctions, adverse media terrorism, crypto address watch lists. Result approved, flag denied, OpenAI grants access. Meanwhile, on the government side, same code base, same company, same data model. Everything is sent to these government databases, but it doesn't show anything ICE related, which is what Rixie previously said. Okay. Same company. Okay, I'm just gonna keep scrolling. All right, the legal questions. Ukraine is not OFAC sanctioned. Biometric data retention is obviously one. No transparency is also a big one. You gave them everything and they keep your data. That's a problem. Okay. Sorry, hold on. I'm just gonna scroll towards the end where the ICE... Is this the ICE stuff? Yeah, okay. So what the code does not show, no ICE integration. 0 references to ICE, immigration enforcement, deportation, border patrol, and immigration agency. We assume it is likely they are somehow getting access to your data. No Onyx connection. Okay, so what they said in the previous chapter is completely debunked here for some reason. This seems too much like a coincidence. All right. No bidirectional OpenAI data pipeline, so OpenAI is getting nothing. No law enforcement features, no surveillance vendors, no direct Palantir Babel Street Shadow Dragon, yada yada yada. Also, wah wah wah, could you just please send a link if you found of where the Palantir thing is? It might help if I'm searching for it instead. The platform is a financial compliance system used by government agencies that's concerning enough without making it something it isn't. The biometric face databases, yada yada. Alright, so source code is not enough to determine who the data is being sent to. Alright, and these are all the questions. And this is the infrastructure. These are the methods, this is the epilogue. Betrayal. People working on the surveillance were most likely your year mates. Okay, yeah, the fuck off. Last time I read this days ago, they were gonna add comments from the Persona CEO. Yes, they did. I was gonna read that after I finished reading the article. Okay, so let's see what the Persona CEO has said. Alright, we are in direct correspondence with Persona CEO, Rick Song. He has been responsive to and engaged in good faith. Rick has committed to answering the 18 questions in 0x14 in writing. Okay, so let's look at that. Sorry, I'm gonna scroll all the way down, guys. Sorry for you guys. Alright, so what are the questions in 0x14? What was OpenAI screening against? Does WatchlistDB imply a proprietary watchlist between all of those government watchlists? Which federal agencies use the withpersona.gov platforms? Which defines a suspicious entity? What do the experimental model detection checks even do? What is the actual retention period? Has a bypass? Okay, that's useless. Why is UK blocked? Okay, who cares? What happens to the data users who screened and denied? Why is a government compliance platform need an AI copilot that talks to OpenAI? That's kind of obvious considering that people who probably use this platform are stupid and it's confusing. What's the relationship between Persona's Onyx development and Fivecast's Onyx? Were users informed that their selfie undergoes public figure facial matching? How did 53 megabytes of unprotected source maps end up on a FedRAMP authorized government endpoint? There's been much worse from government leaks. Don't trust the government when it comes to having sites like that or security checks like that. Who authorized liveness spoof detection that assigns high-risk labels? The source code admits to depending on obfuscation. Did FedRAMP assessors review this? The PEP screening system has been known V1, V2 incompatibilities. Are users informed that 269 distinct verification checks are performed? That's a good question, right? Okay, so before I write my thoughts down on the iPad, I'm just gonna go over the note here. So legal notice, no laws were broken. That's a good start. All findings came from passive recon using public sources, showed on CT, logs, DNS, HTTP headers, yada, yada, yada. All right. Oh, wait, this is protected journalism. Wait, where's the... Oh, in full as part 2 of this series. Okay, as a part 2. I see. Okay, so I guess this... They don't have the response, Rixie, from the looks of it. Because it says they're in written correspondence, yet there's nothing. And this was marked on the 18th, so... This is pretty recent. Okay, that's good to know. So, let's see. So, I'm going to show you guys what I gathered from this. I'm just going to go back from... Oh, yeah, also. Here are all the providers that use Persona, or use Persona. OpenAI, Coursera, Twilio, Square, Lime, Brex, Branch, WeTravel, Coffee Beans Bagel, Flipstore, Nextr, Frax, Bridge, Okta. Okta's important. LinkedIn is important. Twitch! Oh, God. Oh, dear fucking God. Sorry guys, all the VTubers and Twitch users in chat. I think your ID might have been sent to the government. Roblox, Regional Bank, Citizen Health, K-Health, Neighbor, BitGo, Playboy, what? You're telling me the Playboy magazine, if that's the right one, is using the ID verification service? What the fuck? Crypto Exchange, AngelList, Empower, My Rent. Okay, Robinhood. Okay, they've always been shady. And Discord previously. They're good on Discord for backing down from this, but that's kind of cooked that Discord's doing this in the first place. Oh, here we go. Perfect. So they wrote something. VX Underground saw this. All right. So Persona wrote the following. They don't share your customers' data outside of scope. They said all contracts are solidified and compliance is important. Okay. Persona does not work with the Department of Homeland Security or the US government. They assert they admit they are seeking potential contracts. Oh, that's great. Persona is not involved with Peter Thiel. I think that's Palantir, right? Although he is an investor, they assert they have no relationship with Palantir. Company employees, including investors, do not have access to customer data. They don't plan on saying anything else about this post on social media because it amplifies stuff. They politely and gently call all social media people schizo conspiracy theorists and state they are privately engaging with accredited journalists behind the scenes. Oh, fuck you, assholes. Fuck you. We all know journalists are fucking stupid. Nobody watches the news anymore, bro. Fuck off. Oh god. Bullying? Yeah, please bully the company. Schizo conspiracy theorist. Yeah, sorry, chat. I'm a schizo conspiracy theorist. You're a schizo conspiracy theorist. We're all schizo conspiracy theorists. You guys are in conspiracy of me reviewing this article and being a schizo theorist. Yeah, how do you guys feel about that, huh? How do you guys feel about that? How do you guys feel being a schizo conspiracy theorist with me in this stream right now? Fucking hell, man. What do y'all think? I must be that powerful? You must be that powerful. My thoughts on flat Earth? The Earth is not flat. It's round, dumbass. Okay, anyway, so this is basically everybody reposting the same thing. Everyone on Twitter, everybody reposts to get clicks. That's basically it. This guy's good. Watch list photos. Okay, so this is essentially what we did. Okay, so let me pull up my iPad here, and we're gonna write down exactly what I think Persona is doing and what Discord was advertising, right? So here's what Discord was advertising. They said, you provide your ID. It runs through our vendor, which it previously was Persona. And then Discord gets your age, and then group. It assigns a group. That's it. Yay, that's all you do. The vendor just gets your age, and then Discord gives you a group based on the returned age. Yay, amazing, so great. In reality, here's what Persona is doing. First, it gets your ID, right? Then it verifies it against the government. I'm gonna paraphrase it here. And then what happens next is it gets the selfie and it verifies it for impersonation, world leaders, celebrities, and finally, a watch list or some shit. Okay. And then it gets biometric data, or uses biometric data. And then it compares it against databases, right? And more checks that are pretty shady. And then it returns a full set of government data over the API. Essentially. I'm gonna put that in quotes because I'm not 100% sure if that's true. But yeah, you can see government data. And also, can't forget, there's also the AI Copilot, which is hosted by OAI. Oh, this is such a clusterfuck. Holy shit. These are not schizo people. This is actually what's happening behind the scenes that Discord is trying to obfuscate, bro. Fuck you, Discord. You fucking asses. Fuck you. What the hell, man? That's fucking cooked, dude. Oh my god. One Twitch streamer was banned from Twitch due to sanctions when they leaked phone or IP. I wonder if they'll get banned on Discord now if they try to do the verification. Oh, Jesus. That sucks. What the fuck? Twitch streamer. Wow. You see Rixie? Syken? Spectral? Maddie? Everybody's coming for us, bro. Everyone's coming for us. We're just all that, you know? They want us, bro. They want us. They want all of our beautiful data so badly. It's so beautiful. Oh, God. What am I doing? It's so beautiful. They just want it. They want it for themselves. It's like our data is too good, so they just start stealing the data for themselves, and that's what's happening. Right. Oh, God. We're all fucking doomed. Oops. Hold on. Sorry, I need to scale down the... Can I not? Shit. Oh, shit. Okay. Ah! District my iPad. I'm becoming fucking stupid myself. There we go. Much better. Okay. So yeah, that's basically it on the Persona side. Let me look this up. Persona Palantir. See what it says. Fuck off. Fuck off. I'm looking for an actual... These are all VTubers! Stop! Go away! I don't want to listen to a VTuber opinion here. I want to listen to a cybersecurity opinion here, man. Okay, it's backed by... Okay, the only thing with Palantir is that it's backed by the CEO. Okay, that's pretty much it. Alright. Boo, VTubers, yuck. Yeah, yuck, VTuber. Nah, I don't listen... Okay, I'm kind of calling the pot... What is it? I'm the pot calling the kettle black here, but sometimes a lot of VTuber opinions on Twitter are fucking stupid, and I just don't look at them because they're just reposting existing ones. Like this one, I probably shouldn't even look at, but the VX Underground one goes into a deep dive, and I like looking at those sources instead. But yeah, so that's the entire Discord clusterfuck. The summary. Summary is very simple, right? Number one. Hold up. Number one. Discord age verification. To protect the children, or for safety. The online safety. Right? Number two. Discord uses a vendor, also known as Persona, exposed for government leaks. Number three. Backlash, which goes into Persona Corpo. Corpo speak. And then number four. Discord switches away. Oh yeah, did I not tell you guys about Discord switching away immediately? Yeah, so Discord actually did a good thing here, and they switched away from the entire thing. Again, I don't really like the age verification thing in of itself, but Discord, Persona. I'm getting banner ads for weight loss stuff and deodorant. They know we're talking about Discord. Okay, I'm sorry, that got me. No, Rixie, you're sure you're not just stinky? You're sure you're not just stinky Discord mod? Come on, bro. Alright. Let's see. Okay, so Discord. Yeah, Discord got rid of Persona, but let me just look up age verification. I believe they just made age verification live. Yeah, here we go. So, is this a VTuber? Of course, it's a VTuber. Here we go. This is the proper. Nope, that's not it. Yeah. Oh, okay. Here we go. This is what I was looking for. So Discord got caught lying. Discord caught ditching its current age verification provider after bypasses appeared everywhere. They promised facial scans never leave your device and no uploads, but now they send your IDs and data to a third-party company. Yeah, it's interesting, right? Like, I don't think local models are powerful enough to properly identify you as an adult if you use like a facial scan. I don't know. Maybe that's just me being stupid. But if it's a local model, A, how are they packaging in the app so it can run? And B, how is it that Discord is able to even do that in the first place with the limitations that local models have on small devices, especially ones that run in a web application? That's what I want to know. Okay, but yeah, I guess this VTuber one's probably the best one to look at. So I'm going to skip the bypasses because I'm not going to try and show that on stream due to probably some fucking TOS out there somewhere. But PSA for Discord's new age verification, if you get hit by it. So basically Discord, it's February 20th, right? Discord said they're going to launch this in like mid-March. It seems like they're launching it now. Okay? It seems like they're launching this stuff now. So it's like way earlier than the proposed time for age verification, which is completely different than what they promised, FYI. So that's one thing. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys think, what you guys want to talk about with the age verification bullshit. But yeah, this looks like this is gonna be for Discord from the way forward. Now, here's my realistic thoughts on this. Like, being a complete realist, I don't think... there's a lot of chatter on Twitter about, I'm leaving. Angry face. I'm leaving. This is not happening. Let's be real. People aren't gonna give a fuck. They're still gonna give their ID just so they can view the stuff. And honestly, a lot of people aren't even using Discord for seeing like random adult NSFW meme channels. Like most of us in chat probably. So like they're not gonna give a fuck. Let's be real. I know it sounds a little bit just like passive, but that's my opinion. Discord has embedded itself so much into the online gaming space that it's gonna take a lot just to shift it off. I know Skype did this, but that's because Skype went in a weird route where it just became integrated into Windows and didn't grow as fast as other platforms and people weren't as online. But Discord is hugely integrated into online. Age verification only for Discord and SFW channels, don't really care about that. Yeah, like if something is classified as adult in Discord, then it's requiring age verification. If you're just chatting, you could chat as like a team technically, right? So if you're chatting in like a code support server, I really doubt that's gonna make Discord raise a few eyebrows. That's my realistic take on this thing, right? Let me know if I'm false here. Please, let me know if I'm false. I want to be proven wrong on stuff, just so I get more information about things like these, but that's my theory. That's my thought process. But again, Discord is such an embedded part of the online community. And the biggest problem is that the people who try and say leave are also users who use Linux. And this is not a slant towards Linux users. It's the fact that most Linux users, or the entire Linux user group, is fragmented. So fragmentation is spread across the board. You see alternative clients like apparently Stoked. I don't fucking know. Alternative Discord. Yeah, there are all of these, like Stoked, there's Matrix. Matrix is pretty cool. It's a decentralized platform. And then these other ones, like Fluxer, I guess, is another one. So you can see that there's like so many other platforms trying to take a piece of the pie. And then there's also TeamSpeak. Right? There's also TeamSpeak as well. They're trying to fucking push themselves. It's like, you know, if you're gonna start flocking to all of these platforms, why not just use Discord anyway, you know? This is like, why the fuck? Well, it doesn't make any sense to me. Like, if you're trying to push your own platform, everyone's like, oh, go to Stoke, or go to Matrix, go to Fluxer, go to the... Matrix is annoying that service clients have feature mismatch. That's what you get with the decentralized protocol. One thing supports this, another thing supports that. Yeah, it's like living in Jabber times 20 years ago. That's what you get, right? When you use a decentralized IRC-like protocol, you're gonna get decentralized IRC-like server framework. The only other thing is you can't talk on stages if you're classified as a teen. But I don't think most people yeah, I don't think people use stages either. Who fucking gives a shit? The only time I ever attended stages was in Nexus for a server for a closed video game alpha. Like, seriously, stage channels were cool, and then they became like the most useless things ever because people just like join channels and mute anyway. So it's like, okay, sure. Anyone, I know there are a lot of VTubers in chat right now, so if you guys use stage channels, tell me what you guys use it for. I'd love to know. I'm gonna see if any VTubers are actually using different things. Who's this? Okay, so VTuber. Looking for an alternative? Steam's group chat. Okay, so people are talking about Steam chat. Okay, sure. I tried Matrix. Best Discord alternative. What the fuck is this? Oh, Windows Live Messenger. Bruh. TeamSpeak. Discord alternative. TeamSpeak. Also, Discord is a piece of shit app. Also, the fact that Discord Fluxer is an incredible alternative. The only problem is that their people aren't fucking there. Sorry. Instead of an IRC, we return to forums. Yeah. I think they're more for like presentations where you don't want a VC free-for-all. Yeah, that's kind of like Twitter Spaces, right? I think people more so use Twitter Spaces or Twitch for that. Like, a stage channel is like Discord's failed attempt of trying to make Twitch a thing, but on Discord. I don't know. Like, I think Twitch is just better for that in general. Because literally none of you guys can unmute because you guys are in a chat box. So it's like, and I'm streaming to you guys right now. It's just another streaming thing, but inside Discord. But Discord's also a private platform, so what the fuck is the point? Like, wah couldn't have found me here if it weren't for just randomly finding me on a different platform or just searching me on Twitch. Anyways. But yeah, that's essentially what the Discord thing is. And again, you're gonna see people pushing these alternatives for like a few months. They're gonna die out again. And then next thing you know, Discord is just gonna be its own thing. Again, I like to give you guys the real truth as to what it would probably be, in my honest opinion. And that's what I think. People are still going to use Discord. People are going to verify their ID if they really want it. And people who don't aren't going to do that. It's like people who buy Nitro and don't buy Nitro. And perfect timing, because there's an ad break. And once the ad break ends, you can feel free to ask any questions to me. And feel free to give me any corrections. I want to hear them. I would love to know them. But we'll be talking about a different thing, which is related to Nintendo. I feel like you guys will like that one too, because I just saw this pop up in the news and I'm like, ooh, this seems fun. So I'm going to run the ad right now and we'll be back once we get there. Hey, thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. All right, let me run the ad. Get that shit out of the way. All right. Anyways, for you guys who are free from ads, Hi, welcome. How are you doing? Hopefully you guys enjoyed the segment about Discord. Also, Saiken, if you're still here, send me Python. Then, oh, you already texted. Oh, what the fuck did you just send me? The fuck is this shit? Why'd you send me a C? Oh my, this is way above my pay grade. Let me look at this. Oh, no. Okay, we're good. Oh, it opened in my browser. Oh shit, hold on. I'm gonna open that in a... hold on. Sorry. I'm just gonna open that in a different link. It's okay, I don't think there's anything. I'm just gonna be very careful though. I don't want to. Oh, why is it? Okay, I'll download it later. It's fine. If you want, we can look at the assignment on stream. I don't mind. It'll be kind of funny just to see what the school assigned you. It's an online MBA university. The university isn't even in the same state. Saiken, I'm gonna give you the best advice that I should give anyone for this. Have you ever heard of a thing called vibe coding? It's a very beautiful thing to do in this case. You should just vibe code your life away. An OE vibe code. No, you have to buy ChatGPT, dum-dum. Or people say, buy Claude, it's the best one. Yeah, even though Claude's been doing some shady shit too. Everybody loves Anthropic. Okay, ad break's over. Beautiful. All right. Also, speaking of AI models, right? My hospital system has... Oh, yeah, I gotta tell you guys about this. This is pretty cool. Oh, I also gotta show you guys this. Oh, okay, I got a couple of AI things to show you. Oh my god, it's not like, oh, AI it should take over the world type stuff. It's actually funny stuff. Hold on. So... Oh, where the fuck is my window capture? Okay, so first things first, I'm gonna just look up an image for you guys. I'm just gonna hide it for a dramatic effect. 1 second. You guys are gonna love this. Also, FYI, mature audiences only. Actually, let's see. Okay. You guys ready? Scientists aghast as bizarre AI rat with huge genitals in peer-reviewed article. PSA to Twitch. This is an educational article. I'm just showing this to show the stupidity of AI-generated images in scientific papers. Okay, now we scroll down. Centoic stem cells, desiccant stem cells, rat, setum cells, desiccant, isolate certomogar cell, spertomocyle stem cells, stinamous cells. Look at these huge ass balls, bro. What the fuck, man? Oh my god. So I was at the hospital during lecture time, and there was a lecture. And then the librarian just showed an example of how fucked up an AI image can be. And that was the example. Oh my fucking god. It just shows, this dead ass shows a rat with huge ass balls, bro. What the fuck, man? I think everyone just started laughing hysterically. I just... Those pictures are what's increasing the RAM prices. Well, half and half. Again, I support AI for helping people out. Just not in this way. This is so fucking dumb. Just make the image yourself, man. Or just looking something up online that's already there. Hold on, I'm gonna show you guys something else as well. I need to just send this to myself. Sorry, 1 sec. Oh, you guys are gonna love this. Okay. I gotta send this somehow. Let me just send it to myself. Through some way. Where the fuck? This is fucking iOS. Can I please send my own thing to my own fucking app? Thank you very much. Good. Okay, done. And then... Trust me, it's worth it. It's worth it waiting for this. It's worth it. Trust me on this, guys. Trust me on this. You guys will trust me, right? I'm not showing the big balls as Twitch might smite me. So... keep that in mind. Oh my god, a fucking rat with huge nuts, bro. You can't make this shit up, dude. You can't make this shit up. Like, No matter what you do, you just can't make it up. It's impossible. Okay, finally got loaded. Jeez. All right, we're gonna save this. Okay, save to my downloads. Beautiful. Okay. And then I'm gonna open it up for you guys. Oh, you guys are gonna hate me for this. All right, so you guys know about the diagrams of pregnancy, right? Yeah, we're going straight for it, by the way. Okay. So ChatGPT generated a beautiful picture of how pregnancy looks. I've sent this to a couple of people already, but you guys gotta see it. Oh my god. You know, Psychic, does this look anatomically correct? You know from your OB-GYN education, right? Spectral? Is this the legendary anatomically incorrect MPreg? That's 100% correct. Oh yeah, the rectum is here. Sorry, I doubted you, Mr. Doctor Man. We got baby. We got cervix. Totally cervix. We got pudendal nerve. Perfect. We got rectum. Definitely where the rectum is, guys. Definitely where the rectum is. Where does the baby comes through here and through the totally the totally accurate rectum. Oh my god. Oh, I should have shown this to my OB-GYN resident. Fuck, she would have loved to see this. Fuck. Oh, you know. The funny part is that this isn't even connected to anything, but this is technically the rectum and the anus. This is the bladder, and this is the uterus. It's usually at least they got the positioning correct, right? This is the pubic bone, the bladder, uterus, rectum. Pudendal nerve does not go outside the body or into the legs or wherever the fuck that's going. And the rectum, this is the penis, and also this person is not able to get. Okay. I'm not even gonna go any further. Oh my god, help the future. Yeah, Hika, this is what's replacing you, by the way, just FYI. Oh, fucking hell, dude, this is amazing. I love this so much, guys. The future is in great hands. Yep, it's the best. You see, it's in my hands. I am the AI that you guys love so much. Yeah. Anyways. I can't stop laughing. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay, meanwhile, I'm gonna pull up the next topic. You guys got any medical stuff you want to share in the meantime? I'd love to hear you guys' stories. I talk about my medical stories for the entire week. I mean, I've seen patients that have been beyond fucked up. I can't even imagine what Psychic's going through right now as a totally legit attending that isn't moonlighting on the side as a fucking doctor VTuber and making money that way. Totally not. Yeah. Okay. Just... Oh, big stretch. Alright. I'm gonna search... Okay. Okay. So... Oh, what? Okay, hold on. Where is the Pokemon company? If you guys know what I'm talking about, you probably do. I'm getting pinged. Hold up. Okay, something else. Okay. Can you guys help me find the Pokemon Twitter? Oh no, I'm just... Nope, that's the wrong one. Where's the Pokemon Twitter account, guys? Okay, here we go. Found it. There we go. Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green versions are releasing on Nintendo Switch. So, this was an announcement that Pokemon made just a few days ago. Wait, I might have found the lab unchecked, bruh. Alright. This is a post that Pokemon made a few hours ago at 11 a.m. that the oldest games, or remasters of the oldest games for the Game Boy Advance, Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green, are releasing on the Switch. And this is pretty big, right? You know, old Pokemon games coming on the newest console. Pretty good. Now, let me draw out what the actual problem that people are having is, despite people calling Nintendo a shitty company. which it kind of is, but not to the degree that some people say. Let me just show you. I saw this person in 2017. I was in a hospital in 2017. Saw a person with severe ascites who just came, like, just pour liquid out, and a week later, chief of department's talking with them. Your liver was done for, prepare for death, or find spare liver. Yeah, that's right. Like, if you get cirrhosis, you're cooked. Like, you're completely fucked. You need a liver transplant. Like, you guys need to understand, your body is a temple, and drinking too much is gonna fuck it up. Drinking, smoking, drugs, even caffeine might fuck it up. Who knows? We don't even know the... I asked an attending, and I also want to know Saiken's opinion on this, right? Because you're an attending too. What do you think the drug abuse demographic would shift to now that the vaping generation, the marijuana generation is now an in, and the smoking and drinking is now an out? Also, Hika, what do you guys think? What do both of you think? Since you guys are actual attendings, I want to know what your perspective would be on the entire thing. Because when if I become an attending, right, I'm gonna see very different cases from you guys comparatively, right? So I'd love to know, like, what's the deal? What's the difference? I'm just very curious. But yeah, and also, ascites, I saw someone get 7 liters of fluid taken out of them from their stomach. It was really bad. That was a fun time. I have been advised to not comment on the matter after I posted a radiograph of a vaping lung injury and not canceled by Twitter by the Vape Nation. No fucking way. Nas, man, the anti-vax. Nation. I didn't even know that was a thing. What the fuck? I thought that was just a meme. I didn't know a Vape Nation was a real thing. What the fuck? Okay. Yeah, my attendings were saying, like... Yeah. So, early onset COPD, increased lung fluid buildup, increased junkiness in the lungs, basically, increased occurrence of lung cancer, possible neurologic issues. That's at least what I heard, right? That's what I heard all of the doctors saying. So it was interesting. Another time I was in a hospital where there was a dude who was admitted in the same room and they were bored AF. They told me, try everything in your life, and they told me how they served in the army, stole a motorbike, and dozens of STDs, and a few days later they were thrown out of the hospital for being drunk. I've had a bunch of people leave AMA before. It's so funny. Some patients are just, like, really fucking difficult. And, okay, I mean, there's people who refuse to believe that marijuana can cause nausea. Oh, great. If you guys remember, I did do a full stream about drugs. You should probably watch the VOD. It's up on YouTube. But I did a full stream about drugs, and I talked about marijuana in one of my shorts, so you probably should look at it. I actually need you. Just let me know when you're free. That's a good question, because I am on my weekend. Maybe Sunday, because it's snowing like fucking crazy, and maybe we could try it together. I'd be down. But, yeah. I need compensation, buddy. Where's my letter of rec, bro? Where the fuck is my letter of rec? What the hell, bro? I need compensation for this shit. I am helping you. I'm kidding. I'll help. You're calling it peer-to-peer, aren't you? But yeah, marijuana, yes, it can cause nausea. Yes, it can cause the munchies. And yes, it can cause a lot of things. But it is... Yeah, I already talked about THC versus CB. I'm not talking about it again. Gosh. But yeah, marijuana can be used medically. In fact, I know the hospital I talked about, you know, cancer, and then people just like refusing to use marijuana in general because it's helpful for chemotherapeutic symptoms, which is interesting. I also did talk about patients, like Mephi is talking about the person he saw at the hospital. In the ED, I saw people get discharged AMA. Like, they just left because they just didn't want to be there, even though they were in the emergency room. And then I've also seen a lot of people put on comfort care. Saiken knows about this more than I do. Put on comfort care and then dying the next day. This actually happened between last week and this week. I followed a patient starting from the ED to the ICU to the current state, and now we're debating comfort. And it's like, damn, I followed this patient all the way throughout their course, and they're probably just gonna die. Like, it's insane. It's crazy. Like, when you think about it, people are passing away in the ward, and it's just a reality of hospitals. People live, people die, and like, at some point, they're just not going to be able to take the treatment, and they got to just pass away in the most comfortable way possible. That's what comfort care is. For you guys who don't really know what goes on in the hospital, that sometimes happens. So yeah. Anyways, apart from that morbid note, that's medicine. Can do everything right and still lose. Yeah, I blame the radiologist. They didn't interpret it right. That's their fault. I'm kidding, obviously. Radiologists are great. I just read their impression every single time and don't take a look at anything else. Yeah, not my job. Sometimes I see a fucking CAT scan and I look at one of the lungs. It's just like, those aren't lungs. Those are blocks. Sorry, I missed a 2mm lung nodule. I was once on prednisolone withdrawal and doctors had no idea what it was and didn't believe I got sick. After my course ended with half-day fevers that didn't react to Tylenol. They admitted me to a hospital. They couldn't find the cause and decided to drop prednisolone and suddenly it worked. 50 days on sick leave. Oh my god. Yeah, that's why nowadays they teach us like, hey, to get off of steroids, you need to taper them so that shit like that doesn't happen. Yeah, this must have been before that was taught in like every medical school and every medical board. I also learned, and this is something new that I learned, right? If you are like a doctor in like the 80s, for example, like you're a really, really old doctor, like 80 years old or something. I guess not in the 80s, probably like 70s, 60s, I don't fucking know. Like really, really old doctor. You could actually, and when all of these like new specialties were introduced, for example, like endocrinology and you were previously just a normal internal med doc, you could just be grandfathered into that specialty as long as you had like enough clinical experience. That's the crazy part, right? Like, so you don't have to take the boards, you don't have to take any of that shit. You just get grandfathered in without any boards prep whatsoever. That is really, that's something interesting. I never knew that was a thing. Like, you could be a pediatrician, you could have practiced endocrinology and studied up a lot on it for a very long time, and then you just get grandfathered in because that specialty is made. You don't gotta take the boards for it, and you don't gotta re-verify and everything like that. So a lot of those doctors don't even know what drugs like amiodarone are, or fucking procainamide, for example. I don't know. Those are used for hypertension and arrhythmias respectively, but those are just a couple of drugs that I learned in school. But yeah, so that's an interesting fact for those of you who didn't know. Nevertheless, let's go over this Pokemon stuff because I am probably boring you with all this medical nonsense. Oh man. But yeah, so let's see. Oh, it's like, what the fuck are we doing a medical collab? Oh wait, we did one. Never mind. Ignore me. So, talk about Nintendo and its Pokemon release. All right. Hold on. I need to share my iPad. Where the fuck is my iPad? Hello? Hello, iPad? Where are you? Oh, there it is. Okay. So Nintendo, everyone's favorite company. They released Pokemon. Fire Red. Leaf Green. I think Rixie would like this drama. We can stream you doing my Python homework. That's crazy. Okay, so Pokemon Fire Red, Leaf Green releases, right? And then we noted people are like, Fire Red, Leaf Green on Switch. This is a 20-year-old game that was initially released for the GBA, which, if you don't know, I actually built a GBA last week from complete spare parts, all right? And I modded it. Okay, so then this GBA game was basically released on the modern platform. This isn't like a remaster, right? It's not a remaster. It's not a remake. It's not a port. It's just an emulator plus the ROM, right? So it's the official ROM packaged with an emulator inside a Switch game. So that's the first thing I want to get straight, okay? Now, what they priced this game for, $20. And not $20 for both. $20 per game. So every Pokemon game, so Pokemon Fire Red is 20 bucks. Pokemon Leaf Green is also 20 bucks. And people are pissed. People are angry. They are very mad that this is 20 bucks. And what they're saying is that, why the fuck is this $20? I played this on I could just play it on my phone for free. Or they're saying stuff like emulation. Right? So emulation, play it on the phone for free, or maybe it was like $8 before on like other systems. Okay. So let's get that out of the way first. Okay? So now, let's look at the comments. What was wrong with putting it out on this? If you guys don't know, this is the GBA emulator for the Nintendo Switch Online service. I'm gonna talk about that in a second. Y'all are complaining about Square Enix put Final Fantasy 1 through 9 for like 20 times the same price. Okay, that's something else. Any new features or just support? This game has no online play. Let's see. Anyone here praising this is 1000% a shill, especially if you ever support the GBA NSO service. In hopes of getting Pokemon at some point, this should be free on the GBA emulator. Lower the price. Will it have home compatibility? I don't know what that is. Will there be a bundle option? We are tired. Okay. So you can see, like, there is $20. Online play is not supported. You people don't want a thriving online community. So basically, a lot of people are complaining at the fact that this is 20 bucks. What do you guys think? Do you guys think that this game, Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green, should be 20 bucks? And again, this is just a ROM packaged with a... This is just a ROM that's packaged with an emulator, and that's it. A GBA emulator. That's literally all it is. I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts, but while you guys are probably either writing or not writing, I'm gonna go over my thoughts, right? So, let's break down all these points. Okay? I'm not trying to, you know, praise Nintendo here. I have my own opinions on the price. But we're gonna do a more devil's advocate and nuanced take on this stuff. Okay? So the first one is play on your phone for free. This and this, the emulation and playing on the phone for free that people are talking about is piracy, right? This is straight up piracy. The $8 is kind of valid. This was probably Virtual Console. I'm not 100% sure though. I'm not, again, don't quote me on this. So I'm gonna put this in quotes. But this is the one I want to focus on because a lot of people are using these arguments and then simultaneously you're just playing the game illegally, right? Illegally speaking, and I'm not trying to be the thought police here, illegally speaking, you literally can't play these games without original cartridge. At least until, you know, these re-releases came out. Right? Or official re-release. Okay? So, therefore, you know, you have to buy the official re-release or the cartridge so you actually own the game. Now, let's go on eBay. I'm just gonna make sure I'm not doxing myself. Nope. Okay, good. Yeah, there's a lot of Game Boys. Apologies. So, Pokemon Fire Red. Okay. Here we go. So, Pokemon Fire Red. Oh, what the fuck? Am I stupid? Wait, did they just drop the price? I think the price must have dropped. But before... Oh, here we go. Pokemon Fire Red, 100 bucks. Game Boy Advance cartridges, 99 bucks. 17 bucks. Interesting. So, maybe now they posted the listings. But previously, these listings were like around 125, 100 bucks because they were so rare. Now that I guess Fire Red is official, they're dropping the price. From what I see. Because these look really new. The Fire Red Pokemon Scalper pricing. Okay, so I'm not wrong here. So, yeah. Basically, before the game released on the Switch, you saw those cartridges going for like $125, $100 each, right? And here is the problem with that. That's the only official way to play the game. So if you want to play the official game, you either get a re-release or you just play the original game and pay the 100 bucks. So let me just put the prices here, or at least the estimated prices before everything changed. So 100 bucks. Maybe $8? I don't know. So I'm going to put a question mark here. But let's just go on this one. So Nintendo, in all of its infinite wisdom, decided to re-release the game for a cool $20. I don't know. That seems like a good deal to me, right? Rather than paying 100 bucks for a cartridge. And also, you don't even have the game system. So it's like, you get the cartridge, but you got to dump the cartridge as well. So you need a cartridge dumper, and then you can play it on an emulator. Or you just get a GBA for like another 100 bucks. And you have to mod it as well, so that's going to cost another 200 bucks probably. And that's going to make you $300 in the hole. So it's like, you know, you could either have the GBA and play it on the original hardware. You could dump the cartridge and just play it that way. And that's how you play it officially. So for those who want to play the game officially, with minimal effort, just buy it on the Switch for 20 bucks. Pretty nice, right? But then again, this is also... If you don't really give a fuck about legality, this is obviously the better option. Like there's like this is obviously the better option. In fact, you can probably pirate this on a modern switch, on a modded Switch, and it'll work. Like, come on, man. Seriously? I think most people are gonna do this. And for people who don't want to pirate, they're gonna pay this. It's simple. It's deciding on how you spend your money. Now, do I agree with the $20? Not really. I don't think you should be paying $20 for this game. Maybe, like, I don't know. I feel like the $8 price tag was pretty good. Personally, that was a pretty damn good price tag for this game, considering that it is 20 years old. And also, it doesn't include, like, all of the support that it's advertising on first day launch. So, like, okay. Sure. One thing that could have been cool, you know, they release all of the games in a bundle, but we all know Nintendo doesn't do that. But in reality, it's Nintendo's game, or Pokemon Company's game. They have all the power, and they're releasing it for this money. So all the people that are saying, "Oh my God, you should just emulate," that's fucking illegal, and that's why not why Nintendo's releasing it. Nintendo's releasing it so people can have an official reason to play, and therefore, these retro game prices have cratered. Like you can see here, this cartridge would have been worth like 100 something, and now it's $17 because anyone can just buy it on fucking their Switch and just play it without any issues. So yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you guys think I'm just talking out my ass? I don't know. That's what I believe personally. But yeah, it is interesting to see Pokemon just, you know, crater like this in terms of the retro prices. Sucks to be a fire red Pokemon scalper. Yeah, it does suck. Hell yeah. We win. We consumers win. Let's go. The war is ending. There's no war. There's no game. The cake is a lie, guys. Fuck. It's their product to know. Anyone can pirate or emulate. Nobody's sub to Photoshop. Exactly, right? Like, I'm just saying, like, don't be morally grandstanding on Twitter if you're blatantly pirating a fucking game, right? Like, if you're pirating, you know, own up to the fact that you're pirating the shit illegally and sticking it to the man. Cool, good for you. But for those of them who don't want to do it, it's like anime, right? Everyone pirates anime. It's a known fact in this day and age. But for the people who don't, they just use Crunchyroll and they just don't want to pirate anime. That's good for them. Okay, pay your money, but I'll just watch my anime on my set-top box and that's it. Like, I don't think anyone should be, you know, arguing about this. If you want to pirate, you want to pirate. If you don't want to pirate, you don't want to pirate. It's that simple. I know. I'm a very devil's advocate person when it comes to shit like this. One thing I'm not a devil's advocate for, though, is a DMCA, also known as gag order. I can put this in quotes because that's not actually what it is. By Nintendo's DMCA gag ordering on emulators. So, if you guys don't know, emulators themselves are pieces of software that can emulate a console on usually a PC or another console, right? Now, Nintendo has always been against emulators, except if it's for their own consoles, right? They've always tried to take down emulator projects. They've always tried to remove them when they were still live. The most prominent recent example is Yuzu, Citra, right? These two emulators were completely pulled from the face of the earth. This is a 3DS emulator, and this is a Nintendo Switch emulator. Very popular pieces of software that were taken down. And I'll explain why they were taken down. It's not because emulation was a thing. Emulators are completely legal in and of themselves, but Nintendo has the upper hand. While emulators are legal, and again, I'm not a lawyer, so I'm just speaking from things that I've read. While emulators are legal, the reason that most DMCAs are able to be pushed is A, Nintendo wants to give them. Okay, and B, the emulators are actively reversing DRM. Now, from what I know, DRM isn't protected under emulation. So if they are reversing DRM, then, I mean, even if you provide your own console's keys, you still have the code in to reverse DRM, which is a big gray area that Nintendo can act upon. So that's the reason why emulators are being taken down. Is it petty? Yes. Is it something that Nintendo doesn't want to hurt their bottom line? Also yes. So that's why they're getting rid of emulators. And the reason why I'm talking about emulators today, very simple. We're gonna go on to Twitter again, and I'm gonna search Nintendo DMCA. Okay. So DMCA notices are said to be publicly available Nintendo Switch emulators and Yuzu-based forks on GitHub, and the emulation community is in uproar. The repositories host these are likely to be deleted or disabled as early as tomorrow within the next few days. So basically, what Nintendo did is they found all of the forks of the Yuzu emulator, and I guess Ryujinx, and they basically said, fuck you, you're getting DMCA. And the thing about DMCA is that it's mainly like a threat rather than something that they actually go for. And they do go for in many cases. So again, DMCA is copyright. So since you're doing the copyright bullshit, they're basically just going to send a cease and desist. And the developer is going to be like, why bother? Right? Why bother? Okay, before I go into the why bother, I'm just going to explain what kind of users actually use these emulators. These are probably teens. These are people that are trying to pirate. Oh, sorry, I'm not even going to get rid of the quotes. So people trying to pirate games. These are like the average Linux user. Like petulant, annoying, the stereotypical person you think of when you think of a Linux user, not like general purpose person. It's not an insult, it's just like what most people think of when they hear that. So you got this, right? You got all of this stuff, and you see all of these people coming into issues like, where fix? Right? So they're very petulant. They're like, where's the fix? My game doesn't work. My shit hurts. It's terrible. I don't like it. You forgot poor people. No, they probably actually be grateful the fact they have an emulator in the first place. There's like, where's the fix? My shit doesn't work. This game's not working. What's the problem? What's the issue? And the developers just like, they get a cease and desist by Nintendo. So they're, number one, dealing with these fucking annoying ass users. And number two, they're just getting a cease and desist from Nintendo. They're like, why the fuck should I bother maintaining this? I'm maintaining this shit for free. I'm getting no money from it. So just take it down. If Nintendo caught me, it's over. Fuck you. Like, that's the life of an open source developer, right? They get bored, they get tired of something, they just don't work on it anymore. I'm the same way. I get tired of something, I'm not working on it anymore. I'm busy. I got a life to deal with, you know? Like, so that's the thing. And that's what I believe. Like, it's less of like, oh my god, Nintendo's being evil. It's more so like the open source developer just got a sigh of relief from dealing with Nintendo users. Or sorry, Nintendo piracy users. That's what they're dealing with. That's the problem here. So let me see. And of course, when it comes to a lot of the older consoles and older emulators like the GBA, the DS, the NES, the SNES, the N64, it's actually pretty calm there because the consoles are so old that, you know, everyone expects to have it emulated, and it's mostly fixed for the most part. Also, the Wii, I forgot to mention that. Dolphin is pretty good. So, what was I gonna go on? Okay, so DMCA, oh yeah. And I'm not just bullshitting with this. In fact, there is a post that talks about... Hold on, let me find it. Here we go. So, retro deck for Linux and Steam Deck to remove Nintendo Switch emulation forever in the face of DMCA strikes. Switch emulation has consistently been the source of most issues with the project, generating the highest volume of warnings, bans, toxicity, and support tickets. Chat. You see what I mean? Again, everybody is trying to pirate on the Switch because you own a Switch. Like, who is trying to emulate from a Switch unless you want to use like 60 FPS mods or something? I don't know who else would be doing it other than to pirate the games. So you got those people hopping on to stuff like the Steam Deck and the Retro Deck, I guess. I guess there's also the EmuDeck project as well. But these people just got rid of the entire thing because they see these people as just being really fucking annoying, and they're just not going to bring it if Nintendo's cease and desisting. It's literally just a scapegoat excuse. That's what I'd see. From my perspective, from looking at this from my perspective, that's what I think. Okay. Now, let's look at the next part, which is... Okay, so DMCA, CND, dev, why bother, where fix, sorry. Let's look at the next problem. Emulating the current console. As people know, the Nintendo Switch and the Nintendo Switch 2 are Nintendo's current gen of consoles. These are actively being developed for by Nintendo, and games are being sold in the eShop at this time. So there's a huge conflict of interest of whether emulation should even happen with a current gen console. My opinion is yes, right? Right? You should be able to emulate your own console. Oh, we got an ad break. Fuck my life. But you should be able to emulate your own console. That's my opinion. But at the same time, right? Don't pirate a Switch game and then gloat about it on Twitter like a dumbass so Nintendo can send the C&D at your door because they're well within their rights to do so. It's like a huge fine line between using your own games and then using it for piracy. It's crazy. And after the ad break, I'm gonna tell you exactly why Yuzu got taken down and actually settled in court because of one stupid decision. We're just gonna let the ad break run though, because it's being stupid. I don't know. This is just something that's really fucking dumb, to be honest with you guys. You guys really need to understand when it comes to nuance on Twitter. It's just gone. Okay, I guess the ad break's running. I could just talk about my proper opinions. The nuance when it comes to anything regarding Twitter.com is just not there. Everybody goes on one extreme or the other extreme. So it's like, oh, you're paying $20? Or you're paying $20? You like to suck Nintendo's thing that much? Or you're not paying $20? Why are you pirating everything? Why are you so broke? Like, no, it's like the price is too high, honestly. But it's also, you know, not a good idea to do piracy from a legal sense. What if people want to play the official way, right? I don't know. Nuance is just gone in today's face of the internet, and it kind of sucks. That's what I feel. Like, nobody really understands that when it comes to nuance. It's just not there anymore. And it's pretty sad that it's just not there. I wish nuance was back in conversations. That shit would be really fun, right? Oh, man. Alright, but nevertheless, I'm just gonna get a quick water break. Sorry. I need to get a drink while the ads are running. Fuck. Fuck me. Alright. Alright, we got 3 seconds left. Beautiful. Okay. Alright, we're back, we're alive. Okay, so let's go over why did Yuzu get killed. So, why did Yuzu MU settle? So if you guys don't know, Nintendo DMCA'd Yuzu, right? And Yuzu went to court with all the proceeds that they got from their early access builds, right? So they had the money to fight the legal fight. They ended up losing, and they settled for $1.4 million. Now, why is that? And it's not because they made an emulator. It's actually not because of that. The reason why they settled is from the world's stupidest mistake to ever exist. Or probably the devs' greed got to them. So, if you guys don't know the game Tears of the Kingdom, this is a Zelda game that was highly anticipated. Like, everybody wanted to see this game. Everybody was jumping on the chance to play it. Now, Tears of the Kingdom was supposed to release at the end of May, and I believe it was 2023. Correct me if I'm wrong. End of May 2023, Tears of the Kingdom was supposed to release. However, this is not exactly what was planned, because a cartridge, or an XCI file, was leaked 2 weeks earlier. So this cartridge was leaked 2 weeks early from the game's actual release. Obviously, Nintendo was pretty pissed that that happened, right? But since you can't really play you can't play an unofficial game on an official console. So any unhacked Switch could not play this game. However, you have 2 different types of consoles that could play this leaked XCI. There's the emulator, and there's a hacked Switch. both of these can play the game without any problem. More so this one than the emulator. So emulators needed fixes for Tears of the Kingdom. Now, while emulators are free and open source for the most part, which they should be, because you really shouldn't be asking for money for modifying or running someone else's hardware. That will put you in obvious legal trouble. You can see where I'm getting at. There are 2 emulators at the time, right? So we got 2 emulators. We got Ryujinx, which kind of went scot-free, and then Yuzu. Yuzu offered early access builds on Patreon. And this is just the greedy, money-hungry parts of the devs. So obviously, they're not getting paid for this normally. So for any early access features, you have to pay on the Patreon to get them, right? And this wasn't open source, by the way. This was all on the Patreon. Okay, so with that in mind, they released the Tears of the Kingdom fixes only on these early access builds. You see where I'm getting at here, right? So to run that leaked Tears of the Kingdom build, which wasn't available to the public, mind you, you bought it on Patreon. And this is where the transaction comes in, and this is where Nintendo found the gap. Yuzu broke the rule that you're asking for money to be able to play somebody else's software. That is not okay. And in fact, it's leaked software on top of that. So it's someone else's software that they're not even allowing people to use, and Yuzu is asking for money so people can play it. There you go. Instant court case and instant settlement. They got too greedy. They flew too close to the sun. Nintendo can't just send a DMCA or cease and desist. They legit said, fuck you, we're suing your ass. And Yuzu decided to fight it, thinking they had a case because emulation good. Yeah, asking to pay for your fucking emulator with a leaked build of a game is not good. You should have either distributed that shit for free or not even distributed it at all and let the users figure it out themselves. Probably the latter would have been the better option, right? So that's why Yuzu got nuked with DMCA. Now, when it comes to... And that's why the emulating the current gen becomes such a big problem, because Yuzu was basically enabling piracy for a price with this stupid ass change. They were just enabling piracy for money. It's like, are you fucking dumb? Are you stupid? Oh, yeah. So yeah, they got their ass handed to them in court. Nintendo now owns the code. And I guess since Nintendo owns the code, they can try DMCAing people who have forked said code. And yeah, I don't know how the legality is on that. I'm not a legal expert. I got no clue. But yeah, I feel like they're going with the reversing DRM argument because you have to use software to help reverse the DRM on their protected games. I don't know, man. Like, current gen console emulation is kind of weird considering you just buy the games on the console, or you can pirate them if you want to if you have a hacked version. I feel like Nintendo really fucked this up with their can of worms when the hardware Switch hack came out. That's what really fucked up Nintendo, honestly. Now, do I agree with Nintendo's cease and desist of every emulation project? No. I don't think that should be a thing in general. If you buy a game and the system goes out and you can't download it anymore, then you should be able to own the game, right? It's your game. You should be able to dump it and do whatever you want with it. I don't know why the fuck Nintendo's such a hard ass with that stuff. Maybe so they can release Pokemon Fire Red and price it for 20 bucks a pop. I don't know. But yeah, that's the main thing there. Anyways, that's Nintendo's emulation and Fire Red dilemma. I just want to cover that as well because it was interesting. Sorry, my throat's getting a little dry. I don't think I could ever stream when I'm sick because I yap so much in my streams. Fuck me. Alright. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that segment there. Oh my gosh. Yeah, crazy shit, man. Alright. Let me think about what I want to do now. I'm stuck. I mean, I got over my topics for today. I mean, I wanted to go over the Discord persona stuff, security verification, all that jazz. What do you guys want to talk about anything? Let's go over that. Anything you guys find that's really interesting, feel free to shoot over. I'd love to talk about it. But for now, I'm probably going to set my iPhone camera and work on my Game Boy a bit because I gotta fix something in here. And then we're gonna go over, I think I want to look at a notepad exploit, notepad++, notepad, or maybe I'll just end stream and save that for a different day. I don't know. Again, like, in my area, there's gonna be a shit fucking load of snow hitting me. So don't tell anyone, but work is probably not happening on Monday if the snow is heavy. So yeah, if I'm gonna stream another day, it would probably be Sunday, because I'm doing fucking nothing. Maybe I'll collab with Psych on his Python work. I got no fucking idea. I'm just a dumbass in this space. Not knowing what I'm doing 24/7, 365. Hold up. Alright. Let me... yeah, fuck it. I could just... If my phone runs out of battery, my phone runs out of battery. I don't really care. Maybe I should get a charger. Who knows? I'm not doing any soldering right now. I'm just fixing part of my Game Boy here. I just like gambling in loot boxes. That's my thing. Oh yeah, I talked about gacha games in a previous stream. There's like a gacha game. Apparently, there's a viewer of mine, ZeroX. I don't know if he's here today. He made a gacha game, or not he made. He found the Arknights gacha game at Arknights Enfield, so they're just fucking anime girl Factorio. It's so stupid. Like, that's one example. I think my friend spent 10K! Holy shit. That's a lot of money. I mean, I used to play Genshin Impact, so I'm not complicit either, man. But, god damn. That's a lot of months. Sweet. Hello? Oh, that's one. Okay, so I'm just gonna show you guys my Game Boy. Fuck it, why not? For those of you who don't know, let's see. No, wrong button. There we go. So this is my Game Boy, for those of you who don't know. I built it last week. It's pretty nice. Oh yeah, I'll see my... I got a burn from soldering the other day. Yeah, I got a blood sacrifice. I apologize. I'm gonna turn on the light here, actually, because we might need it. There we go. So, I got blood sacrifice. Very cool. But, I'm gonna open this bad boy up. Okay. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna repair part of the case here, because something fucked up on it. And I was actually in the process of repairing it before stream started. So, I'm just gonna disassemble that. But 10K on Arknights is wild. Like, really? 10 grand? God damn. Who the fuck spends 10 grand on a gacha game, dude? I don't understand. Like, I know whales are a thing when it comes to gacha. But at the same time, like, why? Why spend that much money on a fucking gacha game? It makes no sense. Absolutely no sense to me. I'm sorry, I'm just, like, incapable of understanding. Like, I get if you want to I mean, to be fair, there are people that spend 10 grand on GPUs for LLMs, so it's not just me. That's weirded out by this stuff. I know people personally that have spent not really multiplayer. Yeah, they're not multiplayer, right? Like Genshin Impact's multiplayer, it's just like you join for a boss and that's it. There's no like real multiplayer for the thing. Oh, also Monami's too fat. God damn it. Monami, could you like not be obese for me? Thank you. Yeah, let's just give this a little unscrew. I'm gonna lift off this top case. Looks like the IPS display is popping up a bit, so I'm gonna reposition it such that it's not doing that. There we go. Alright. I'm gonna seal it up. Gonna check the sides of the case here. Okay. Let me take this off. Hold up. Sorry, guys. But yeah, like, it's just, I don't know when it comes to gacha games, man. I feel like they just prey on people for their money, right? And you can be into that, right? You can be into that. And that's okay with me. You spend your money however you want. But I don't really see the point. I used to play gacha games. I used to play Genshin Impact, right? For like a year. And then I stopped because it got boring as fuck. So, yeah. It's like, people pick and choose when it comes to stuff like this. But in the end, I don't know. I just didn't really like... I don't really like gacha games. They're just very, very convoluted with their systems and stuff like that, and it's just not fun, right? It's just not fun at all. Let's see how this looks. I'm checking the sides here. Let's see. Oh yeah, I mean, do you guys play any gacha games? I'm sure you guys do. I'm talking to a VTuber audience here, after all. Or maybe not. Maybe I'm talking to a tech audience. I have no idea. What do you guys like more? You guys like VTubers more? Or you guys like tech more? Or do you guys like my dumbass? Or do you guys like Monami? My Gmail account got locked. So I no longer have gacha addiction? Hell yeah. W Google for doing something right. Used to Arknights? Damn. Yeah, I heard Arknights was like really, really popular. Seems to be a popular game, right? Like, I don't know. I'm not an Arknights guy. I'm not a gacha guy. I'm just a man. I'm a Babaniku. Dumbass. You call me whatever you want. Let's see what this looks. Yeah, this is nice and flush. Okay. Gonna. Where's it clicking? I don't know why the hinge is clicking. That's weird. Okay. Oh shit, I lost it. These little sticky things will get lost so easily. It gets super annoying. Okay, I'm gonna check the other side. I have a couple of cases, so I'm just checking which one fits better. That's literally all I'm doing right now. It's nothing crazy. Yeah, but lazy about dailies. Makes sense. I don't think... Hika, were you... Oh yeah, you were here. You went to sleep. I actually stay up till 4 AM modding this thing. Also, regarding the charge port, I said I had Type-C on it. I actually switched back to the old charge port, because remember when I broke the Type-C pad? Yeah, that actually fucked up the audio beyond repair, so I got a new Type-C board coming soon. I'm just gonna solder that in by myself. You guys don't really need to see it. It's kind of easy to, you know, solder in. Very straightforward. Just gonna look at this piece here. Is this in properly? Yes, okay. Unless you guys want to see me solder in Type-C board, I'd be down to like show you guys. That's fine with me. If you guys want to join my Discord, dang for yeah, bro. Min was up. That's how bad. That's how long I stayed up, and I regretted it so much the next day. Oh my god. Like I think that entire weekend felt like a fever dream, dude. But this thing is so much fun to play on. I start playing. Temp. Ignore the temp part. It's actually my Discord now. Like I think I'm just gonna run with it. It's like a part of my support server, my code support server. But honestly, because I am like a tech sort of med VTuber, then that like having all of my tech projects in there is kind of like the right way to go with this type of thing. So probably remove the temp. I'm just lazy. In fact, I probably should make my own Discord. I probably should make my own Twitch bot for this channel. What do you guys think? Is that a thing I should do? You guys want me to do that on stream? I'd be down. Oh yeah, this fucking LCD. Dude, what the hell is with this case? Is it bending? What the fuck? Oh, it has a contour. Ew. What is this? What the hell? This panel has a weird contour to it. That's okay. Let me see if it has some clickiness. I also have to apply some like Crytox on this board. Or sorry, this these plastic hinges because they were squeaking, and that's what like kind of got my obsession to disassembling everything in the first place. Because creaky hinges are not good hinges, right? So I actually have 3 Game Boys to like harvest parts from, and this is the one, and the last one I used actually had pretty good hinges, so I'm just using those instead. They're pretty good. Nice. The only thing is that the display can flop open because it's an IPS display, so it's way heavier. I'm gonna show you guys what it looks like in a second. It's pretty cool. I'm probably not gonna show you the cartridge and its contents because Nintendo might hate me for that. But join my Discord, I can show you there. Okay, so let's see what it looks like on the side. That's flush. Okay, this looks a little bit weird. Let me just check if it's clicking here. Okay. Which one do I want? This one has the little bit protrusion. I think I'll go with the one without the little bit of protrusion. Let's go there. Probably the better option, honestly. Yeah, what do you guys think about like the increased amount of exploits in cybersecurity land? Is it because, you know, there are a lot of malware channels that are getting popular? Or is it that there's just an increased amount of like AI vibe coding, which is causing more exploits to show up? Again, oh, I'll show you guys this video that Jeff Geerling made. He's one of my favorite tech YouTubers because he does like cool shit with Raspberry Pis, but he made like a really cool video on Twitter about vibe coding and why it fucking sucks and how AI is basically killing open source contributions. In fact, it's killing open source contributions so much that GitHub actually added the option for repo maintainers to disable pull requests on GitHub. Since there's so many AI generated pull requests coming in that are just like completely vibe coded through Claude. It's kind of obvious when a pull request is vibe coded, honestly. Because like you can literally see it. You can literally see that the pull request is vibe coded based on like it's like an AI response, right? Cloud model response. It's really bad. Pull request. Okay, so let me explain what a pull request is then. Once I can get this blue tape in. A pull request is basically... Okay, maybe I need to remove this blue tape. I'm gonna do that. Oh, it's tape. Okay, maybe I still need to put that on. Otherwise it just pops back in here. Sorry guys, 1 second. Yeah, it's fine. Alright, so a pull request... Godot and curl GitHub flow. Yeah, I bet. So a pull request is basically you send in some code and you're requesting to contribute to that repository, aka pulling, and you're pulling the repo and then you're requesting those changes to be implemented. So hopefully that makes sense. I'll show you guys what a pull request looks like on my own repos. It's pretty straightforward. And I'll show you guys some of the approved ones I have on Tabby. But yeah. Again, I haven't developed Tabby in some time because I've been busy with work. Yeah, it's easy stuff to understand in the long run, right? Like, pull request. You pull the repo, you request changes, and bada bing, bada boom, you're good to go. Sorry, I'm just cutting out a straight piece of fun. Look at the cutters. There we go. Careful. That was like someone requesting a feature. No, that's an issue. Those are issues, GitHub issues. So you could either link like you could either say there's an issue in the existing code, or oh, damn it. All right, you could either say there's an issue in the existing code, or you can state like, hey, I want this feature. I will change readme. Yeah. One of the common pull requests is readme contributions. They're really fucking annoying, honestly. Like, oh yeah, fix your readme grammar. I'm like, okay, bro. I think I did those one time, but that was because it was like a friend's repo and they were being stupid. So yeah, but nevertheless, still stupid. Cutting off this blue strip because it might be causing some issues with the case closure. I don't think so, but I'm just being careful here. Sorry, okay. Display's back. I hope you guys did not hear my knuckles crack there. If you did, I apologize. Let's see. Yeah, this is the one with the weird original one. Okay. Yeah, like people want to ASMR knuckle cracking when? Oh, you really want that? Fucking Do's knuckle cracks, bro. I have so many of them. I can crack your back, your neck, your pelvis, your knees, your ankles, your head, your wrists, your elbows. I can crack anything, buddy. Do not fret. I have the skills. I can become a sports med doc anytime I want to. In fact, I did do OMM in my sports med rotation. Again, this is lube. Yeah. You guys like lube, don't you? There we go, there's the grease. Cool. Just lube this point. Do I have a Q-tip? No, I don't. I'm gonna grab one. 1 second, guys. Okay, got it. Alright. Oh my god, everything's shaking. It puts the lube on the skin or Discord violates privacy. What the hell, Ika? What the hell, bro? Okay, so I put the lube on here. I'm just going to smooth it out with a Q-tip here. Just roll it around like this. It's a grease-based lube, so it becomes super easy to stick on. Wait, was this the... Maybe not. I forgot which one was the good one. No, it was that one. Okay, I'm just dumb. I'm just fucking stupid. Alright, here we go. Let me just reload that. Yeah, if you guys don't know, I have a custom keyboard. Well, not a custom keyboard. I have a more... Where did I put the Q-tip? I put the... I have like a sort of custom keyboard. It was by Keychron. Right, so they make some really high quality keyboards. And I got the Q1. Very good piece of hardware, by the way. Highly recommend you buy from Keychron if you're looking for a new keyboard. Not sponsored, by the way. I just like their stuff. But essentially, what I found was that Keychron, you know, I modded the switches, I modded the keyboard, I also lubed all of the switches, so you have to like take apart every single keyboard switch and put some Krytox on it and then call it a day. That was literally what it all entailed. Okay, let's screw this back in. I got lube on my fingers, you. Okay. But yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to multitask at once, and it's a little hard. Because I'm trying to put these screws into tiny holes without scratching the fucking shell. So that's why I'm saying and like a lot of times. Whoopsies. Dude, I'm getting lube all over. Get out. Stop trying to lube me up, bruh. Please don't clip that out of context, for the love of God. Please do not. I say things that you should not be clipping out of context. Especially the pee-pee filleting. We don't talk about that. That's a sacred tenet of the King Bri channel. Things I say are things that are not meant to be heard. You get what I'm saying? I have Adam X keyboard. You build it from Lego. Oh, that's cool. What the fuck? Yo, join Discord and send a picture, bro. I want to see that. What the hell? That's so fucking sick. Okay. Okay, that's flush. This is flush it can be. Yeah, there's this little like sag. That's because of the display. There's some other hinges I have which are way better, but the OEM hinges just feel good, so I'm gonna keep that. Okay, let me attach these button points. I think I have another one, so I think I'm good there. This goes here. This. Where's the... Ah, no. Here it is. So these points here. These little stoppers are so that the display can close softly. But yeah, I really want to see a picture of that keyboard if you can. That sounds so fucking cool. Oh, for God's sake, get off. Me scared of Discord servers. Alright, fair enough. You want to DM me on Twitter too, that's fine. Wherever you prefer. My Discord server is nice, trust me. Everyone in there is very kind and accommodating. They also bully me. Just like they are here. Chat fucking... Chat, you guys bully me all the time. Why do you guys bully me so much? What have I done to deserve your bullying? Huh? I've done nothing wrong. Absolutely nothing wrong. Becoming a VTuber? That's crazy. You're bullying me for existing. Damn. I see how it is. Okay. That is so mean to me, guys. Ad break! Twitch is so mean to me. What the hell, man? I'm talking so nicely to my chat. Twitch is like, hey, you got ad break. I'm Twitch. I'm an ass. There we go. It's closing nicely. Before the ad break starts. Yeah, Game Boy. Oh wait, don't show the fucking flashback. Oh wait, hold on. Gotta move this off to the side so people don't, so Nintendo doesn't smite me. Okay. Game Boy. Ooh, cool. Yeah, so that's the Game Boy. If I hold this, I can change like the color mode on the display. I had like the nightlight mode. There's also pixel effects. I'm not using that. Desaturation, we're not using that either. Oh, and then there's these extra things. So I have it all soldered up with the brightness button, or sorry, the brightness button on the Game Boy. So I can adjust the Game Boy like this. Okay, and again, there's also a headphone hole underneath. So I could plug earbuds in and play with the Game Boy Advance, which is not on this model by default. So it's pretty cool. And again, I'm gonna add Type-C charging when the board comes on Monday, which should be pretty fun. So yeah, that's my Game Boy. Game Boy Advance SP. Very good console. I told you, I love this thing as a child. Big nostalgia thing for me. And I can play Pokemon on it. All the Pokemon games. I've been playing Pokemon Ruby. It's very fun. Alright, but yeah, that was the Game Boy section. I'm gonna let the ad break run. And then... yeah, I'm gonna show you guys the vibe coding thing, because that one's really interesting. Let me just put my phone away. Again, if you guys want to know how I have a good hand cam setup, because apparently some people have been DMing me and saying my hand cam setup is good. It's literally just an iPhone and a webcam app. Okay, we got an ad break. Cool. Let me take this down. And we'll switch back to the web browser. There we go. Sweet. This out. We might do more hand cam streams in the future as I find more hardware to tinker with. Because I'm a big person who likes messing around with stuff. Fun. So yeah. I don't know, like, maybe I'll be able to just play... what do you guys... actually, I don't know if you guys are even here because the ads are being dumb, but what do you guys think? Like, would it be a good idea to play some Game Boy games on, like, an emulator on my computer? And then I could just transfer the save over to my Game Boy and play that by itself? I can't exactly capture the footage on my Game Boy. I don't think that's possible without some sort of interception software. And that's kind of hard to do. I don't know if you can intercept the Game Boy with the link cable. Let me look this up. To capture card. I don't fucking know. That thing? Can I connect a Game Boy Color? Nope. Nope. Yeah, I have to get like some sort of... No. Yeah, these aren't that good. Okay, never mind. Yeah, I don't think there's such a thing as a Game Boy capture card that is not like... that works with Game Boy Advance games. That's unfortunate. I think there's a way to do the IPS mod such that I can like add an HDMI port on there and that'll intercept the display and allow me to capture it. But other than that, there's nothing else. I could probably use the headphone jack as an aux port and the display as a as the HDMI capture thing as like a capture card, but I don't think it works with the display I'm using, so it doesn't even matter. Let me just look this up. Hold on, I'm curious now. It might dox me, so I'm just gonna keep it hidden from you guys. Oh, fuck off. Alright, let's see. What music is even playing on my fucking thing, bro? What the hell is this? Alright, let's see. Huh, maybe I am stupid. Oh, yeah, wait, no. SPHI. SP. Type-C cable. Nope, I'm just dumb. Never mind. I thought there was something that I could use. I'm just be stupid. Okay, that's fair. Alright, anyways, let me show you guys Jeff Geerling's video on vibe coding stuff, because it's pretty cool. I also mute the music.
Tech news.
Alright, here we go. Be full screen for you guys. Probably best to see it like this, so we're gonna work with that. This is Jeff Geerling, by the way. He's cool. Boop. No, mute. There we go. Beautiful. Alright.
Over the weekend, tech news site Ars Technica retracted an article because the AI a writer used hallucinated quotes from an open source library maintainer.
Okay, we haven't even started the video. This is pretty funny. Hallucinated quotes from a... Oh, man.
I'll leave some links if you want to know the details, but the irony here is the maintainer, Scott Shambaugh, and I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name here, he was harassed by someone's AI agent over not merging its AI slop code. It's likely that the bot was running through someone's local agentic AI instance running OpenClaw, And the guy who built that was just hired by OpenAI to, quote, work on bringing agents to everyone. You'll have to forgive me if I'm just not feeling enthusiastic about it.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know if you guys are aware of this, but like AI agents are kind of taking over browsers, or at least that's what people are saying. Do you guys think like an AI agentic web is even a good thing? Like, I don't know. I don't think automating apps, I think I talked about this with the AI browsers before. I don't think automating absolutely everything in a browser is a good idea. It's kind of weird, right? Like some stuff you don't even need automated. Like I remember Maddie told me that the Perplexity browser got sued by Amazon because the AI was buying Amazon products without user consent. And that's literally not allowed in their terms of service. It's like, do we really want agents running everywhere on the web, making things worse? Or do we want human assisted AI? That's what I don't know. It's weird. It seems very weird to me.
It feels like every AI company is channeling Russ Hanneman vibes lately.
All of a sudden, I'm 22 years young, and I'm worth 1.2 B.
Last month, even
the AI clearly knows better than me, so I trust him with my wallet. Yeah, don't do that, please. It's like, oh wait, he'll show this.
Before OpenClaw was released, curl maintainer Daniel Stenberg dropped bug bounty.
Yeah. Wow. This is the curl guy. Here you go.
Because AI slop resulted in actual useful vulnerability reports going down from 15% all the way to 5%. And that's not the worst of it. The authors of these bug reports seem to have a more entitled attitude, despite not having done a lick of real work here.
Yeah. And the best part, I've experienced this firsthand. These AI fucking PRs, these people act like they're walking around like they're talking to like, oh my god, I fixed this feature. You gotta merge it now, otherwise I'm not gonna use your shit. I'm like, okay, bye-bye, fuck you, I'm busy with work and shit, like, fuck off.
They try to inflate the security impact of the so-called bugs that their AIs encounter because they don't really care about curl and they don't care about Daniel or other open source maintainers. They just want to grab quick cash using their private AI army. I manage over 300 open source projects, and while many of them are more niche than curl or matplotlib, I've seen my own increase in AI slop PRs. And it's gotten so bad, GitHub added a feature to disable pull requests entirely.
Yeah, bro.
Pull requests are like the fundamental thing that made GitHub popular, making it easy to contribute back to the software that we use and love. And now we're seeing that closed off. The problem is AI slop generation is getting easier, but it's not getting that much smarter. We've hit a plateau where code generation is pretty good. I mean, I used local open models to help me migrate my blog from Drupal to Hugo, and I admit, it's really helpful if you know what you're doing with it. But it's not really improving like it did the past few years, and it can't overcome human skill gaps. The problem is the humans who review the code that are responsible for like the useful software that keeps our systems going, they don't have infinite resources, unlike AI companies.
Yeah.
Some people say in response, like, we should let AI take over code reviews too.
Dude. Sorry. Don't let AI review your code for you by itself. Please don't do that. That's how we end up with the ID bugs, you know, the persona stuff. That's how we end up with that. Don't let AI review your fucking code like an idiot. Please don't do that. Please, for the love of God.
But that's not the answer here. If you're running a little weather dashboard or building a little toy server for your home lab, fine. But I'm not going to run my production apps, the things that actually make me money or could cause harm if they break, on unreviewed AI slop code. And for every story about this stuff that gets traction, there are 100 more that don't get reported. If this was a problem already before OpenClaw's release, this hiring by OpenAI is going to make it worse.
I also don't know what OpenClaw is. I assume it's like this general purpose agentic thing. I'm not 100% sure, though. If anyone wants to let me know, please do.
By democratizing it even further. Right now...
Quick question. Oh, hi, Zataris. What happens to the SSD prices? Yeah, I don't know if you were here for the RAM thing. I talked about it in a previous stream, but I could give a brief overview. SSD, actually, you could even look at my YouTube shorts. I have a bunch of things there, but SSDs are expensive because SSDs use RAM chips. RAM chips are more expensive because of the global RAM shortage. And SSDs are also being used in a lot of data centers, so are hard drives and other pieces of hardware, because AI models are so fat, they need to fit on all of these pieces of hardware, aka why your SSDs are expensive. That's why. Yeah, hi.
How this AI craze feels the same as the crypto.
Yeah, I knew RAM about it. Yeah, I talked about this as well. It's like, it's not like GPUs, right? GPU is its own thing. Like a GPU isn't integrated into other hardware. RAM is integrated into other hardware, VRAM and GPUs, DRAM and SSDs as examples, right? And then you just have your basic DIMMs with RAM on them. RAM is everywhere, every single part of the computer, because it's literally just random access memory. It's the basic form of memory on a computer, and everything needs it. It's not like, if RAM is not the part of RAM 6. Yeah, I got you. Does that mean you should hate AI? No. I mean, I assume that will normalize eventually. I just assume it'll normalize eventually as demand catches up to supply. But at the same time, like, I feel like let me actually finish this video and I'll tell you my thoughts.
Crypto and NFT booms with the same signs of insane behavior and weird.
Yeah, there you go. Okay.
The only difference is there's more useful purposes for LLMs and machine learning, so the scammers can kind of point to those things as they bring down everything good in the name of their AI god. Since my last main channel video on AI coming for us all, we now have hard drives as the new shortage to watch out for.
I just said this. Hard drives are getting eaten up as well.
Western Digital just announced they've already sold through all their inventory for this year, and they're already selling through a lot for 2027 and 2028. There are some people out there believing the AI bubble isn't a bubble, but those people are misguided, just like the AI that hallucinated the quotes in that Ars Technica article. People are saying this time it's different, but it's not. The same signs are there from other crashes. The big question I have is, how many other things are we going to let AI companies destroy before they have to pay their dues? Until next time, I'm Jeff Geerling.
Okay, and people are obviously mad at this post. Hold on, let me unmute the music. Let me see. Oh, wait, this is me. Oh, yeah, I put here vibe coding was a mistake. No likes because I'm not popular, but it's fine. Let's see. Okay, here we go. I'm trying to look for the people that are talking about the opposite perspective. Hey, AI dev is here working on this problem. The issue is that Claude and similar agents learn based on user input. Someone needs to actually sit down, just teach an AI from base principles. What? That's not the problem. What? An AI can learn. Let's be real about that. It can learn and make new information, just not often. I've already proven that in a different stream. People are destroying open source. They're using a lot of AI to aid in doing so. Yeah. Okay, so first I'm going to answer Hika's questions. What is a PR? Okay, so I'm going to go to one of my repos here. Yeah, let's go Tabby. Here we go. So let's go Tabby. Pull requests. I'm not going to look at these. Where are the closed ones? Okay, so this is Alpin's. Pretty easy. So this is a pull request right here. Very simple. Alpin, my friend. He's very good at what he does. He's an AI guy. And basically, you pull the repo onto your local machine, you edit the code, and then you push the repo as a fork right here. So when you push the repo as a fork, you're pushing all of the changed files. And this is essentially what he changed, right? In the startup script. Now, what he changed in the startup script, he made a commit. And what he wants to do is he wants to merge that commit into the repo itself. So in our case, I took a look at the code and I saw if it was good, right? I was able to pull the repo to my desktop and I was able to test it. And I saw that it was pretty good. So I merged it and now it's in the main code. So that's what a pull request is. Now the problem is, and let me draw this on my iPad, is that AI has gotten so rampant with PRs. Yeah, so that's what PR is, right? It's basically contributing. And the fact that you can disable PRs in the first place is undermining the entire foundation of open source, because PRs are what keep projects going, right? I have plenty of PRs on my project. I haven't worked on them because I'm tired and busy all the time with my work, but they exist and people use forks as a result. It's a very well-working thing of open source, and AI is kind of threatening it a bit because let's just, where is my captures here? Yeah, here we go. Beautiful. Yep. Okay. So we have our open source repo, right? And what we're going to point towards is the pull requests. Pull requests, again, are when someone else contributes to main or the master branch or whatever, the main branch of the repo. Okay. So the PR could be authored by two different types of people now. Usually it used to just be authored by humans. So humans made a bunch of code changes, there was a review, and it merged them. Now we also have AI. So then the human review and then merge. So this is what we're currently at, right? So we got the repo, we make the pull request, we either have the human or the AI make the pull request, then we have a human review it usually, and then you merge it. Usually the best way to go is this tree right here. These are the types of pull requests I merge. If any PR smells of AI to me, I look at it. Usually there's a few things that I'll tell you. Number one, PR message, right? So there's always a message. It looks like something ChatGPT would spit out. Like seriously, like you ask ChatGPT, how do I modify this code so that it works properly? It modifies it and then it writes a commit message and then just puts the commit all together for you so you can just commit and push it to the repo. So that's the first thing. The second thing is the lines of code, right? If it's like 8,000 lines of code that have been added, it's not like copying and pasting, then you know it's definitely AI. There's no way a person did 8,000 lines of code straight up. And also, the code quality. Right? If there's like a lot of very, very, very descriptive comments, I do descriptive comments in my code. Don't get me wrong. If there are super descriptive comments in your code that are like, this wasn't written by a human, then it's obviously not written by a human. Like, that's kind of obvious. So those are just like a few things to look for when it comes to AI PRs, but that's like the biggest thing. And that's the reason why people are kind of losing steam, is because you see all of these vibe coded fucking PRs just populating your repo of hard work. Most of the time I just ignore them because I'm not fucking reviewing a 9,000 line code PR. I'm sorry, that's not in my job description. Fuck you. This is Bogosaur. Oh, yep. Yep. Yeah, like, I'm not reviewing 9,000 lines of code. Are you fucking insane? Like, I'm one human being. In fact, I have a small team and they won't even do it. It's like, I'm more than happy to work with you on the code that you wrote. And probably the biggest changes that I've had were like, what, 2K, 3K maybe? Of just changes? Sure, that's fine, whatever. But 9,000 or so lines of code is just not humanly possible without a lot of time and effort for no reason. That's interesting. If I do double slash, it doesn't show up. Oh, really? What the fuck? That's interesting. I didn't know that. You can write mean notes about me and I won't be able to see. Looks like Twitch ad code commenting. Yeah, like, I don't know. I feel like oh yeah, this is also what I want to talk about. The two types of AI coding, right? So, first things first, we got assisted, and then we got vibe. So assisted coding can become one of two things, right? It could just be chatting with the AI, so rubber duck. And then it can also be agentic, where it'll write the code for you, but it's only like a small snippet and it lets you verify each step. And then vibe coding is pretty straightforward. You just let the AI do everything. There's a lot of Twitter gurus that are like, oh, the newest coding language is English. You just tell the AI to do everything and it'll do it for you. Yeah, by the way, it's not fucking true. Don't fucking do that at all. My advice is learn how to code. I have years of experience of coding. I can say that from my fucking pedestal and soapbox, but seriously, learn how code works. Learn how to actually code your stuff, because like, it's very useful in the long run. You can come up with ideas the AI won't come up with. I mean, if you want to ship a product really quick, then go for vibe coding, sure, but like, learning how to do it in the long run is way better for your own skill set. Nevertheless, let's talk about the chatting type of assisted coding, because this is the one I personally do. Right, so if you guys remember, you know, let's just say you have a problem. You used to just go to Stack Overflow and then get ridiculed by overzealous programmers that don't have anything better to do with their lives. So Stack Overflow is basically no more. It actually got taken over by, you know, GPT, Claude, etc. Where there's an ask mode. So I just literally ask it a question based on the code snippets that I give it, and it gives me an answer. Simple. In fact, a lot of GPT and Claude and all these models are trained on Stack Overflow answers. So they know a lot about code. They're trained on Stack Overflow, they're trained on GitHub, they're trained on a lot of pieces of code so that, you know, if you ever stuck, then you can just ask it a question. It just works. But the only problem is that sometimes it can hallucinate. This is why there's the simple algorithm of write by yourself, then check with the AI, then revise by yourself, and then check again. This time just doing a sanity check, right? And then once that's done, you can continue on. So in this way, you've learned the concept. Agentic is very similar. I rolled a 1. Agentic is very similar, right? So basically, you know, you got your problem, and then you ask the AI, it edits the code for you, and proposes changes. Sometimes it can also test the code for you, but I personally don't do that. I don't really care. I'll do that myself. So basically we go here. So this is like an extra step. You don't edit it and revise it yourself based on the AI's advice. It actually does all the editing for you, and it proposes the change with its rationale. So sometimes you might do this if you just want to see like, hey, would the AI solve this for me? And then can I just clean it up? So the next step here would be cleanup. So this is very similar, but in this case, it's write human. Then it's check plus revise or brainstorm via the AI. And then finally, it's another revision by the human. And that's pretty much it, because you don't need a sanity check after the AI basically did all the work for you. So that's good too. Now, the last thing is vibe coding, right? So vibe coding is very simple. You have an idea, and then you ask AI, and then you keep asking AI. And in this sense, you're basically asking AI to write the app for you, which is going to produce a lot of bad code, and you're not going to learn nothing. You're going to learn nada. Zip. Zilch. Do you think AI would threaten GPL license? Listen, I'm gonna be real with you. Open source licenses mean jack shit because nobody has the legal fees to actually enforce them. So AI, you already know that Meta has already sourced pirated books from LibGen. I got no idea. I'm not a legal expert. I don't really care too much about open source licenses. It's just, I just make my stuff AGPL just so people can't like yoink it, because for the people that do care about open source licenses, they can't exactly yoink it like and just modify the code. And that's it, without crediting me. So that's the only reason I care, and that's pretty much it. I don't know. I mean, agreed to license is great. Do you think AI will threaten it? Maybe, maybe not. I'm not a legal expert. I got no clue. I'm gonna have to do more research on that. That's my thought process with that stance. Like, big corpos are, you know, big corpos probably yoink open source code and just use it anyway, even just ignoring the license. Let's be honest. Because who's gonna pay the legal fees? You, with making no money off your open source project? Yeah, sure. Or will Google pay the legal fees? You choose. I think Google actually said, or maybe it was EU. No, it was Google that said like open projects are gonna die at some point. And I'm like, dude, you literally run on open source shit like all the time. What the fuck are you talking about? Open source is one of the best things to happen to code though, because everything I write is public, technically. So, like, I don't have any private code on my machine. I don't want to have any private code on my machine. Something I'm not interested in. And I like everybody to see my work. I like everybody to see what I'm doing. And I don't know if that's like a noble thing to do, it's like the ethical thing to do, or just like I'm a fucking weirdo, but what I personally believe. So, yeah. But nevertheless, like, AI is doing a lot to the coding landscape. I personally have taken a break from the coding landscape. I mainly just do the tech news stuff like you're seeing today, because I don't really have the time to code because I'm busy working and medicine and shit, and it's like a really crunch time for me. So it's like barely any free time I get for streaming. It's kind of crazy. And then I also, you know, just chill out, relax after the day. I'm exhausted. I'm tired. I want to work on. I don't want. I literally just worked on patients like 50 different issues. I want to work on 50 more different issues, right? So yeah, that's why I've kind of taken a slight break from code of just like not having much of an interest in anything programming related other than like the Game Boy, and that's pretty much it. So yeah. Nevertheless, hopefully that answers your question or not answers it. I'm not really sure because I'm someone that, you know, doesn't really know this type of stuff. It's not my cup of tea. So yeah. Anyways, I think I might call it for the night. Let me switch back to chatting here. I might call it for the night because it is 12 in the morning. I am also kind of tired. But yeah, like, you guys are always awesome. I appreciate Wawa for being new to the stream. Welcome, welcome to the community. Again, I stream every week, either on Fridays or Saturdays, sometimes Sundays. Maybe I'll stream this Sunday, who knows? But yeah, Discord, here. Socials are here. You guys want to look at all that stuff? Again, the website's made by yours truly, so it's pretty cool. So yeah, so don't go yet. I'm gonna find someone to raid, give them some viewership. Thing to do when you're in case to nice. What do you mean? Think you want to pick it out? I don't know. Shake, melt. What do you do when you're in case to nice? I'm curious. Stream on Sunday. Oh. Oh yeah. Hopefully the power doesn't go out. If the power goes out, it'd be sad. Raid, SWAT use, bring out flashbang and stinger. Yep. Yeah, throw grenades at the person that we raid on Twitch, okay? Just do that. Ooh, I could raid. Yeah, fuck it. I'll raid Nep. Nep deserves a raid. Boink. If you guys don't know Nep, she's a plant lady. That's all you need to know. She just does plant shit. She's cringe and she's funny. And she's my friend, so yeah, we collab together. Nevertheless, I'm probably going to go to bed, maybe play on a Game Boy a bit. If you guys want to see what I actually play on my Game Boy, I can show you guys in my Discord, join the server. But nevertheless, it was great talking to you guys again. Always good talking to you guys at the end of the week, unwinding, talk about the shit that makes me mad, talking about the shit that makes me happy, talking about my patients, all that fun stuff. If you guys have any questions about things that I'm doing, medicine, coding in general, don't hesitate to DM me or ask me on Twitter, Discord, or even here. That's fine with me, as long as it's not too political or on the nose. But anyways, I'll see you guys next week or Sunday. Who knows? Bye.